There's no way that's been 5 minutes. No way. Not away. Unaway. Anti-away? Hello. Happy Wednesday. How y'all doing? For serious, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Worlds Told. My name is Jason, aka Solstice, and this is Worlds Told, a channel dedicated to trying to find cool friends, to talk about storytelling, to talk about gaming, talk about the intersection, hang out, have a good time. I mean, come on, man. I'm a little drowsy today. Today is day 3 of finally starting to exercise again, and I am not used to it since the beginning of the pandemic, and I'm feeling it. I am feeling exhausted, but that's just the way it's going to be for a while. Can't just shut down your life because you're feeling a widow sweepy. A widow night time. So, on with the show, you know? Indy's little beat as well, because he and I have started going on longer walks again. Which, when you're my size, when you're Tankosaurus size, just getting in long walks is like a good step one. It's low impact, so it doesn't like mess up your joints or anything, and it's good cardiovascular workout, which is exactly what you need at this point. I'm looking forward to kind of getting back into weights again, but I'm gonna hold off for a little bit. You know, not as young as I used to be, where I could just go nuts about that stuff. But I'm gonna start off with phase 1. Phase 1, walking. Phase 2, a little bit of calorie counting / macro tracking. Not specifically to get obsessive, but it's good to kind of calibrate. You know, like portions and all of that kind of stuff. So basically, when you're out and about, you got a better sense of like what sizes would be good for you as you're trying to lose weight. And so you know, it's a pretty good time. And so far this week, I've already lost a little over 7 pounds, but it's first week, so a lot of that's like water weight and stuff. So I mean, it's a little less impressive when you think about that, and you know, the fact I'm a big dude, but still, you know, steps are being made, progress is being made, which is pretty good. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Very excited, honestly. It's good times. Good times. Also started working on my next writing project, which is good, because that has been literally 4 years in the making. Basically, I've had plans for my next book forever, but just never got around to it because of the pandemic and stuff. And then I had a bout of depression, which is always fun, let me tell you. But things are looking better, you know? Things are feeling better at any rate. And that doesn't mean I'm going to change any of my plans here, at least at the moment. So, you know, expect to see me on your Wednesday, Friday, and Sundays. Hopefully that sounds good. Hopefully that entices you. But yeah, that's the master plan. That is the plan as it stands. So how y'all doing today? Good, I hope. I hope you're well. I hope you, as a chat entity, is doing swimmingly fine. Today, excuse me, my God. Today we'll be playing some Destiny 2. Yesterday, the Moments of Triumph started, which is kind of like their year in review Triumph stuff. And as it turned out, when I logged in, I had it all done. So my plan of doing Moments of Triumph stuff today is all but not. But it did remind me there are some things for Season of the Wish, the current season, that I just keep putting off. So I was like, you know what? Today's a good day to do it. And I know Alien is planning to be on. So we'll probably be running around with him. There's also rumors that Briku might be there. We will see. We will see who is there, who is on, who will be joining us for these adventures. But if not, it'll be me, and it'll be fun. We'll talk. We'll have a good old time. We'll have the best of times, guys. And I actually had to change my shirt because I apparently can't can't go anywhere in the world. I after work went for the walk with Indy, and one of the other things I'm trying to do more. I've kind of become a shut in from the pandemic. Like I used to go out, eat, just do errands, go do things, anything. And since the pandemic, I've been really kind of a shut in. I don't leave as much anymore, and don't have as many people to go do stuff with. So I just kind of stay home. And I was like, you know what? In the spirit of us, me, starting to try to get out more, try to do more again. I was like, let's go out to eat. I haven't really gone out to a restaurant in God almost a year, long ass time. And so I decided, okay, yeah, I'll go. There's this ramen spot, sushi ramen spot that before the pandemic was like a conveyor belt sushi place, and now it's kind of like more of like your classic, uh, sushi joint. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I went there. The sushi is now okay. The ramen is quite good. Um, as a rule of thumb, I always found that if you're going to a place that is really good at ramen, they usually aren't great at teriyaki or sushi. And if you go to a place that's really great with sushi, they're not great with teriyaki or ramen. And then if you go to a place that's great at teriyaki, they're mediocre on the ramen and not so great on the sushi. And so far, that does seem to hold true so far. But like I said, the ramen was great, but I was a complete slob, and so slurping the noodles are like blah 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 blah, getting all over the shirt. I had chosen a shirt. I was like, okay, this is a good shirt for streaming today. It was my B Dalton shirt. You've probably seen it before. And by the time I was done, I was just like, dude, this thing looks like I just fought a ramen monster, because I can't be taken anywhere. And so I had to change that. But yeah, here we are. Here we are. I defeated the ramen monster, and it was delicious. It's nice, spicy chashu. It was kind of like their house version of tonkatsu. It was really good, nice and spicy, delicious, creamy, rich, all the good things you want in a good bowl of ramen. Hearty, healthy, delicious, all the good things. All right, well, enough of me blabbing. Let's get into the game. As you can see, I've got a master list of things that need to be completed for me to be sated. Let's shrink that a little bit. That seems like a bit much. Where are you, Braytech? There you are. We're gonna shrink that just a little bit. What do you think, chat? Is that good? That still seems legible. Yeah, we'll shrink it to that size. All right. Here we go. Grab my controller, because yes, even though I play on the PC, I'm a controller guy. I do love my controller. I heart it much. All right. Oh, helps if I do that. Oh, and got to get my bounties ready for the bounty push. The onslaught of bounteries. Let's see. There we go. It's always good to just get the bounties. You never know when you're gonna work on them and such. Come on, Titan. Oh no, it's very confused. Come on, you. There we go. All right. Prepare for the onslaught of bounties. Yes. Bounteous bounties until the bounties bounty bountily. Alright, got those. Then I'll grab those guys. Alright. And it looks like one of them's on, so let's invite the crew. Invite. There we go. So it looks like they're all on. Wacky and zany. Let's see it. All right. Got our first member. And there's our second. Hello, hello.
You're a second. Hello.
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 Oh, we got all the peeps.
We have a big pile of people. Hey, Simply. Got Terraria for the laptop. Just going to play a lot of mods. Hey, cool. Well, have fun, man. I've heard good things about Terraria.
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 My brother liked Terraria a lot. He used to play it with the kids that he was in. They used it as a therapeutic tool. Like they would play Terraria and like talk about stuff.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
Yeah,
It
my
seems like a
brother
good way to deal with it. Deal with things. Calamity. Oh, what is that, a mod, I assume? What's Calamity mod got?
Your mom.
Probably.
Sorry. Not sorry. Not sorry. 2024, more bullying.
That's right.
Doesn't surprise me.
If there's one thing I think of when I think of Briku, it's incessant bullying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so the master list is so many frickin' pathways. Woo! Let's go! I don't need any of that stuff, not yet.
No, I'm gonna get my dragons tier 3. Tier 3.
Tier 3.
Tier 3. This door.
I get things finished.
Go over by here. Oh, put on
Take
a
that.
good gun too.
Well, I mean, you should put on a gun that you
Fire
think
team,
might be good.
this is a search and destroy mission. Locate enemy leadership and take them out.
With any luck, severing the head
Speaking of,
will
did
leave
you-
the rest without coordination or
Did you
focus.
hear
It will make any
that there
remaining
was
forces
a
easier to engage.
oh
Slow
god,
the tide of
uh,
reinforcements.
coordinate
We only live by you and the Queen a little
got
more
it, the
time,
brain fart.
right?
You have a brain?
Always a little more.
Somewhere in there. Cartesian coordinate. Did you hear that the Godroll Cartesian coordinate was up earlier today?
I did. I think I have it.
Alright, let's play. Get those points. It's a fun game.
Get those.
I'm gonna go stand on here. Nice little bit of light. Oh, they got me.
Who got here? Oh,
All the dudes.
all the young dudes. All the young dudes. Die, motherfucker.
Well, gee golly, it'd be nice to res.
Yeah.
Why is the pervading darkness? Whatever.
Well, pervading darkness is gonna keep coming back.
Oh, yeah, I know that, but like it come off when there we go. Just stand up very
I think
specific.
it takes a couple of beats.
It does.
Takes a couple of beat downs.
It can. Yoink.
Vouch. Please.
And we're off.
room that's cat?
In theory, I'm going to check.
Oh, there's a cat.
Not this one.
Shit. Shit.
Not a shit, a cat.
Which room is the cat supposed to be in?
They're in a
one?
handful of them. Not this one. It's the other version of this one.
I'm very far behind on the cat. Okay, sorry.
Same.
Meow.
Get those orbs of light.
Thankfully, the orbs are less important now. They turned off togetherness.
Wait, what?
There's no togetherness.
Oh, but yeah, it's still awesome.
I mean, if you're built correctly, you've already got it by now anyways, right?
I just used it, and I'm halfway there.
You're living on a prayer?
Oh, yeah.
You keep swearing we're gonna make it.
Well, I mean, I did put my 6-string in hot. It's hot. It's so hot.
I used to work on the docks.
Sure, drops.
I had Jakovsky. Let's go back. Fire! Fire! Fire!
Oh, it's always some joke.
I want that. I want it. I
All right,
want
this
the
is the one where
world.
we have on the other side.
I just want your hat.
Other side.
This way.
You know,
I did
this way.
Guardian down.
Not that way, but this way.
Try to make a jump, but I couldn't. It's close.
There you go.
Thank you.
Welcome. Ooh, I noticed they got rid of the
What
boots
can
here
I
too.
say
Works for me.
You're welcome. What?
I don't have the boopers anymore.
I noticed that the bloopers are all gone. Is that just because maybe it's...
I'm guessing it's probably because we're post-season. Like the darkness ain't here no more. Oh, we need more points. Secret door ain't open yet. Your mom requires Vespine gas.
My mom is best in gas.
True. She's very hardy in that she's decomposing. There we go. Now to go get the bonus.
Oh, there's another one over here.
Get it.
Oh.
Jump ball, get it. Jump ball, get it.
Jump ball?
Jump ball. It was a cheer for the basketballs.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why would you be doing that?
Yeah, why are you jump balling? Why have you tried to get it?
Because it's a jump ball. Guys, it's in the cheer. It's not that hard.
Why jump all get it? Why not jump partial? Hmm? Why
Well,
jump all?
If you're tall, you may only have to jump partial.
I am not tall.
Then you would have to jump ball to get it.
I'm gonna jump Paul, and then he's gonna get it.
That is a fair strategy.
Take that, Paul.
Many,
God damn it, Paul.
I'll try this. I'm gonna switch buttons on this one.
So there's definitely a cat in this room. I think it's over here on the right, behind this statue.
fairway.
Well, I mean, no offense, but offense.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Hold on, I want to die first. Okay, let me Let me just go and die in these, okay?
Yeah, up to the right. Statue.
Yeah, behind the statue, right over here to the right. This globe statue.
Weird. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's after the fight.
It won't be after, but it might not be there. I'm just going off of memory.
Okay, it's not there.
Gotcha.
That's that.
Right? I got lasered. I got blue blazered.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, oh. I mean, or it did go well, and we just don't know it.
No, it did not go well.
Or it went swimming. I mean, it went according to my plan.
It's not a special bird.
Is there? No. I mean, it's the same bird. It's always the same bird. Always, always. As to which one it is, I don't remember, but. I'll let you know once I'm rezzed.
Well, I can't res you when he's on top of it.
That's true. Sometimes a person has to res themselves. Alright, now I can tell you. Yeah, there we go. Solar threat.
Okay, so it's solar things.
Take damage. What's up, Servile Centurion? Eat it.
Eat a bag of good.
1 metric dick bag.
I was talking about the order together.
Me too.
1 metric ton of
Hey man, they got some dicks on the east side now. You and your teleporting servile computer. Hey, look at you. What a champ. Mongo, Mongo! Ow. Running in the corner, look at you. Hooray! 1 down.
So there's supposed to be something here.
I was pretty sure.
Oh, I must have missed it.
Hey, scalar potential. A red scalar potential. It's the best color for a scalar potential. That scalar's got potential.
I ain't got shit.
Well, that's good. That means you won't have to poop. You don't gotta poop.
Someone said I might set me a bucket of poop.
Something poop.
There's a clip from one of my favorite podcasts
Involving poop?
Bucks, Alex Jones, where it has a right-wing conservative saying, somewhere, someone, some sodomite sent me a bucket of poop.
It's a poop.
Bucket of poop.
Is a poop. Hey, all right, another one done. All right.
I need a few more pieces of little
I can do a
treasure
rank
stuff
too.
that do something.
Mini bosses 10%, solar weapons 10%, stasis, final blow, immediately recharge. Nah, we'll do solar. Here we go. Let's go!
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
I don't know.
Why can't we?
Our bargain with Riven is complete.
Lack of
but
choice?
The confluence remains vulnerable while
Why can we be
await passage
fiends?
to meet Crow. Corsairs stand guard at every entrance leading into the Dreaming City. We won't lose another inch.
Neither will the Guardian.
Oh, you're gonna lose all sorts of
Let
inches.
them shoulder this burden today. Keep your soldiers back from the fighting, Petra. They have seen enough of war.
Oh, these guys. Oh, bone collector. Ah,
Did you
shit.
see that?
I did, but I didn't get to contact him, so it didn't count. That sucks.
Guess what was the bone collector?
You need 3 of those to complete one of the triumphs.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll have to wait for the next run.
Yeah, I was way behind, so.
My bad. Like,
Already
I'm
puts the
very
I in team.
I mean, to be fair, I heard it, and you know,
Wait, what's this? What is this? You're dead down there.
my punishment.
I can't even rest you. Oh.
Oh yeah, you're down there.
Yeah, you can't res him.
The door is open up here, by the way, alien.
I picked all the thingies. Oh, there's a lot of these little things still around.
Yep. But you can get your reward already.
Oh, it's up here. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Your reward.
That is the wrong way.
Ah, Guardian down.
Oh, I mean that's a way to get a reward.
Scorn reinforcements descend upon you.
It's fine.
Prepare
First
yourself for
run,
battle.
we'll just it's a wash. It's a warm up.
No, stop. No. I am not ready to join this fucking. No.
This is your punishment.
So you bumped me, and
Yeah, preventing me from getting something. That does sound familiar.
that is
Not wrong.
not very. That is very Midwest country.
Oh, I'm not being nice.
There you go.
That's what I said. You're Midwest country.
Well, gee golly.
Gee, golly.
They're so mean.
There's a few of them. Wait, Sam, please get closer to us.
That didn't work.
There we go. Butta. Anybody pop any other ones yet?
I popped one. Oh, I'm going to pop one, but
Awesome, coming over.
missing.
I don't see him. Where?
Right here. Dead.
Oh no, the virus guy, so I can get my multiplier.
Oh.
All right.
No, I'll check. The virus guy?
Oh, there's a virus guy.
Yep, come towards center. Right behind you. Two of them.
That's what I want. Yes, give me the multiplier. Yes. Oh, there's 3 right there. This will be quick. Shred them. And right over here is one of the kitty cats.
Kitty, kitty.
I did not have this cat. Oh no, I did.
The kitty. Kitty.
Meow. Meow.
Ow, 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 ow,
Meow.
ow, ow.
Moo.
Ran. Use these solar until I get one phone, and then I'll switch to the start cleaning that up.
everything is painful.
Everything is done when you're part of the team.
Is that how you feel?
That does explain so much.
Listen, I was born. I had a conversation today with a senior manager, and like
That's
she's like,
Senor Manager.
That's probably
Senorita Manageria, and she was like, I need a flyer so that we can have more people join your work group, and I'm like, let me have a counter proposal. No,
How about no, Scott?
flyer?
like, yeah, like there's.
What?
Listen.
Can I ask what year are we in?
Yeah, flyer.
Listen,
You're gonna
like,
send it via
advertising
fax.
for your group.
Yeah, they're gonna fax it over. Hang on.
Oh, you guys, you make fun, but it's only within the past 5 years that you are allowed to send summonses by fax issue, like legitimately.
I'm gonna go cry in the
Yeah.
corner.
So, yeah. But like, I mean, like we have these like we have community workspaces, community spaces, and like a graphic to put up on our Teams chat to get people like interested in doing stuff. Just asking people to do something like no. But the other thing is like just asking people to join teams is stupid because then they don't do anything when they join your team. They don't care.
What's the point of? What do you mean team? Like actual team? Like
Actual team. Like
you gotta remember, teams is like a toxic.
Yeah. Team's a product.
Yeah, it's a product. So if you're gonna join someone's team, like you're gonna just sit there and do absolutely nothing with the team anyways. Why?
Yep. You know.
Ow. Ow, damn it. You bounced right into it.
Man, I was about to die when
Yeah, why not kill everybody else with it?
Then he killed me.
I mean, I thought you were moving. Like,
I mean, moved on to another state of life.
did I stutter?
Oh shit. More fun stuff. There.
I put up a beacon. Sometimes just gotta point and shoot.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Yep.
what's up?
Don't die.
That's alright, we've still got 10 more revives, but I prefer not to use them now.
I know. Spawn. They're standing there. Now spawn first. I'm gonna go to Void after this one.
Okay, there's one out. Res me if you can, so we can get this
Right.
before we lose them.
Oh, no.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, not
Thank
in
you.
hospital. So close. I felt like it was going to pop.
There we go. And there we go. Alright.
Guardian down.
Keon.
That's the key to the stairs.
Guardian down.
Oh. Oh.
5, 4, 3. Got it.
Earth below us. Shit.
There we go. That was an expensive one.
Yeah, it costs us too many lives. To clean up a little bit.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's in Kai. Get all nice and fancy.
Alright.
Anything? Nothing. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna switch to Void.
The unavoidable. Dealing solo damage has a moderate chance to apply 50 Scorch debuff stacks.
Wait, I was really talking to me. She gone. She dead.
I mean, you're probably behind.
No.
Just generally.
It's so nice of you.
I heard that sigh. That's the sigh of champions.
It is the sigh of like, I could be cutting turf right now. I could be bored as hell. Instead, I'm logging on to be insulted by friends.
Mini bosses. Damage increased by weapons while airborne. Ooh. I don't know, maybe.
My life for ire born.
I'll do these. I'll buy some more lives. Okay. Everything else is
I'm down to 3 things left. A damn cat, some more gifts, and more pathways.
What cat are you left with?
There's 2 of them, but I only need 1 of them.
Fire team, this is a search and destroy mission. Locate enemy
One was
leadership
bugged
and
that is
take
now
them
fixed,
out.
and the other is
With any
the
luck,
one on the
severing the
other
head
version of that
will leave the
room
rest
where
without
they're
coordination.
like, "There's a cat." It's like,
It'll make
yes,
any remaining
room-wise,
forces easier
wrong
to
one though.
engage and slow the tide of
Those are,
reinforcements.
when you find that one, let me know. 'Cause
We'll
I know I haven't
buy
tried that
you
one.
and the queen a little more
I
time.
Will
swore
do.
maybe I did find a cat.
Always a little
I'll have
more.
to check the triumphs. Maybe I did find a cat in that one room.
It has and will make all the difference.
The boss room. That would be a space that I would
I
randomly.
fucking hate this one so much.
Fortunately, they did allow you to not have to worry as much about jumping over them.
All right.
Is that you're talking about the space
spikes.
monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spikes. Okay.
Spikes.
Yeah, because that damage range is like pretty much gonna die unless you're like
Pretty much.
no. What's on?
Right?
What happened there? You like glitched up. You're like, just my chin.
I had a good feeling. Woo! Not for that though. Whee! I thought there was a hunk of like land just to the right. I was wrong.
So that one got him. Careful, you are gonna spawn like right next to it.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, there's one down here.
Indeed, that's the secret room. That's where the wild things are.
Cool. Got a bunch of stuff.
Alright, yeah. What do I got? Pathways, tier 2 crap. Oh, okay. This one has one, but it's not the one I was looking for.
Where's this one?
This one will be in the back area of. Hold on. Actually, no. This one might be a different one that I'm thinking of.
slide in. Just kind of wish under out.
Yeah.
I can do this. This.
I'm actually wondering if I've really interacted with them before. Yeah, I see you. Ah! I didn't see you. Ah! I killed one and the other one went right in front of my face. Like, oh, you forgot about me.
I'm going for you, bully. Did you find the kitty cat?
Not yet.
No. I thought that's what you were. I see.
Oh no, that was one of those frickin' Uba stanks.
The Hooba Stank. Snake
Once the
thing.
hoop is played.
Guardian
Oh
down.
my god. That hurt.
Yeah, the snipers here are especially owie.
I literally got shot out here. Dude, I'm right in front of that chicken. That chicken.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
I had it 3 lives.
Yeah, exactly. All evens in the wash.
This was number 3, right? Or number 2?
This is, we're running through number 3.
There.
Yeah, this one does have one. It's a little further ahead though. Once we get to the next part of it, I'll show you where it is.
Alright. Riding the Solstice train here.
Woohoo! All aboard!
Okay, stop that. None of that.
Alright, so it'll be over here. So it'll be right near the cliff edge. Right over there.
There.
Delicious. Here, have some explosions. Mmm, delicious. I love explosions. They're so good. Mmm. Yummy.
Hang on.
Oh, there's another chicken behind us. Ooh, I want all the balls.
Make it
Oh,
low.
Yeah, you're shitting balls.
It really hurts, guys. Get these out. Gonna do another one of those.
Right?
These are balls. They're cute.
The paramedic's gonna be really displeased. What's up, boss? Murder!
Okay, they sit right around the edge. There it is.
Yep.
Kitty cat. He goes bad.
Meow.
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 So I've been watching that Dimension 20 Never After, and I forget the guy's name.
Todd, Steven, Wilcott.
Zach Omiana?
Oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's playing Christopher.
Nice.
And yeah, it's such a, like, I've never understood the appeal of a Let's Play D&D session. Like, I want to play in D&D. I don't want to watch some other people play D&D. I'm like,
I got yeeted.
Oh, no, wait. What's that?
I got yeeted.
You skirt. Anyway, highly recommend. It's so good. It's so good.
Look around for other things. There's a bunch of little
There we go.
treasures.
Door be open.
Secret door?
Yep. Secret door. Secret door.
Jump on
Get
down.
the stuff. Right where the secret
I didn't think I was
door.
even supposed to that. There's a thing down there that we have to activate, I think, so.
Oh, probably. Let's see. 1, 2.
Where you were shooting Pogue. Yeah.
You can do a pogue.
Oh, I see it. What?
Oh, jeez, it pushed me all the way back here. Alright.
There we go. Dun 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 dun. Pogue did the thing.
Where's that secret room?
To the right.
Oh, is it the far thing?
Yeah. Thing in the upper corner.
Yeah. Luckily, I don't have to guess which one.
Just collect from the one that's open. It's got to
What
go.
about the other one?
We don't talk about the other one.
It doesn't exist. It's a lie. A lie, I tell you.
It's a cake
Don't even have anything.
because the cake is a lie.
We don't tell you about the cake.
But where's our?
It'll
baby?
show up. It just takes a moment. There we go. Everyone's favorite, right? I
I
love it.
didn't hate this one.
It's the easiest one. You just kill stuff and don't die. Come on, man. Oh, you teleported up here. How quaint. Headcanon! And I don't mean fiction.
Hey, or please don't hurt too loud.
Got it
I don't
halfway.
wanna die. Did drop this?
Oh, he's mad at me. He mad. He big mad. He got feelings. He's free! He's free! And so am I! Woohoo! Solar powered!
That was totally fucking worth it. That was a great fucking shot.
Thank you.
Yes. And you did pretty good too.
Oh, nice. Double compliments.
Oh.
Yeah, splat. That's a bold move. I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
It's a little spicy there. Sorry, Jason, you're gonna be
Oh, that's
sitting there
fine.
for a second.
Nah, I'm up now. It's all good.
There you go. No, no.
Prepared.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I got triple slammed on that one. Woo! Woo!
Oh, fuck. You did it. You let me go with it. Alright. What? Okay.
There was a lot of explosions there.
He sniped me while I was invisible. That's cool. Hacks.
Oh, wrong way.
Yep. Woo! Hey, expat! Thanks for the raid. How you doing? What were you up to today on your stream? Don't mind us. We're running around panicking. No revives, guys. This is it. What'd you guys end up streaming today? I was on earlier. Looked like you were gonna do some Pal World stuff. Ah, boo! Dead servers are no fun. Run away! Well, we're currently doing some housekeeping on the current Destiny 2 season. Season of Triumph, which is sort of like the annual review of what happened in the season, dropped yesterday, and so doing some house cleaning for that and the current season's goodies. It's pretty good. I actually like the what's in the season overall, but there is kind of just a broad bit of burnout for a lot of the players in the game at the moment. With the delay for Final Shape and everything that's been going on, but it's been pretty enjoyable when I hop on. Admittedly, as you know, I've been playing a lot of Pal World and Enshrouded and stuff lately, though. But yeah, it's kind of nice to come back occasionally, and some Star Citizen, 100%, which is definitely a shout out for Expat, one of the best Star Citizen streamers out there.
Oh, word!
Late for the raid, but here. Hi, Riske. Yeah, we're just doing housekeeping today, so it's all chill times today. I get it, Expat. So I don't know if you've heard some of the rumors about what's going to be coming up with 323. There's been some. There apparently has been an Evocati stability build, which didn't have the new features, but there was some data mining on it. There is rumor that new star map is actually part of 323, which I'm very excited about. There's also a lot of references to personal storage, so the personal hangar may be part of it. There's some really neat stuff that I've heard leaking. Yeah, oh, thank God. I agree, Expat. I know specifically Briku is going to be very happy about the new star map.
Fuck that star map. Fuck the star map. It's terrible. Oh my God. And this is an improvement. Alright, we got no revives. That's amazing.
Yep.
And we're gonna have to jump. I think we're in trouble here.
No, we're fucked.
Our
Well,
Barnabas Ribbon is complete, but the confluence remains
Well, the good news
vulnerable
is,
while we wait passage to meet Crow.
No, there's no good news.
At every entrance leading into the dreaming
We
city.
could
It's the first.
we could
it's
hold
the
bets
first
who's
one.
gonna die
Battle of
last.
Guardian.
That's what we can do.
Let them
The
shoulder this
Titan,
burden
the solar
today.
Titan, is gonna die
Keep your
last.
soldiers
I don't know. The
There's no argument there.
Invisi Hunter could be the last one to die.
I'm squishy. I'm a class cannon. The snipers can see through my invisibility. I don't know what's going on.
I can guess who's gonna die first.
Yeah, I don't think it's really like
So with this activity, the coil, we have a certain number of revives, which you can see in the lower right corner, and currently we're out. This is the final of the 4 potential coil runs. Each coil adds like 5 to the overall difficulty level. So this is the hardest one, and we have no revives left. And very unlikely we're going to gain any sort of amount of revives that's going to make it worthwhile. So what this probably is going to mean is our inevitable demise before we finish it. But the real question then becomes, what's the order we die in? And so we're kind of taking bets. Hey, yes, there is 100% teamwork we can use to survive, and that's exactly what we should be doing.
It's the first run.
This is our first run for today, and also we've grown inherently lazy in this game, so the question isn't whether we can, in as much as we will.
Yeah. It's gonna be, we'll just do it again and do it more carefully.
At this point in the season, it's all kind of about the grind anyways, so we're gonna have to do this a handful more times anyways.
We do have to get that triumph. There is a thing right up.
Oh, there's one. Who was it? Oh, hey! My guess was correct. That was my first drop guess.
Yeah, like I didn't even see where that I don't even see where that crossbow was from. Christ.
Yeah.
Looks like the door is open.
Oh, is the door open already?
Yep. Hey! Awesome. Thanks for hanging, Risuke. Yeah, one thing I would love to do pretty soon. Oh, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. One of the things I would love to do some more with the community, if we got enough Destiny 2 community folks, is maybe some community raids. I can tell you the other two people in my fire team currently have been wanting to do some raids for a bit, but our clan is very kind of chill cash, and that's fine. I always kind of label myself as hardcore casual. I like doing the tough stuff, but I don't like the hardcore, elements of it where everyone's putting too much effort in. Oh, there is one here. There is. It's at the end of the fight for this one.
Alright, we'll see. I think we'll beat. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Gives him a moment to relax.
No,
Welcome to Club Med.
She'll get
I
him.
gotta get ready to go to bed. Like I gotta be up a bit early to drive myself and my wife to work for stupid capitalism.
Wait, what?
Capitalism.
No, we come up with cars. So
That makes sense.
I drive her either to the bus or to work, depending if we wake up early enough.
I'm going to mute him for the moment. So, in terms of what this game really brings, for me, it's the narrative. I've always been a fan of the narrative for this game. The storyline is interesting. It's involved over the years. It's involved and evolved. It has evolved. The character development is like one of my favorite things in gaming that this has done. Basically, since they have a seasonal approach to it, it's like having a soap opera, like your very own like drama soap opera that you get to play. That's really what kind of pulled me in. And then the social factor where I can run around with friends and stuff. Big fan of that. That combination, that intersection. I mean, hell, that's the whole shtick for my channel, right? It's the whole storytelling intersecting with gameplay, and that's what really got me for this game. But it's gotten a little stale. Their approach to it over the last year and a half. Like their approach to the seasonal gameplay has gotten kind of repetitive. But the next expansion, which comes out in June, is kind of the grand finale for their saga. Kind of like if you imagine it's the closer for the Infinity Stone saga for Marvel. That's kind of the equivalent for this. It's been a 10-year-long story that they're capping up, which is very cool. I liked the first Destiny. It was a lot of fun, but it was very random. They actually built the core story in a span of 6 months out of scraps from the original story that just didn't work well. So that did kind of detract from it a little bit. When D1 and D2 first came out, I played their vanilla campaign and called it a day. But now that once they added the whole season concept in D2, that kind of brought me back. Well, they're ending the current storyline, but they're not really ending the universe. Like there will be 3 follow-up episodes, which are kind of like they're dropping the season concept and they're going into like episodic content. So there's going to be 3 episodes over the next year, and they haven't announced what they're going to do after that. But my guess, which is like a 50-50 in terms of popularity with what other people are assuming, is that they're going to make another expansion. The other half of the fan base seems to think they're going to make a Destiny 3, but the investment that they put into D2, I don't think that they're going to really go that route. Oh, I was speaking with chat.
This isn't the boss. We're not even close to this. Okay.
Well, this is the first half boss. This is like the mini boss.
Oh, okay. The hunter.
Yeah, I called it, man. I called that from the get-go. My guess is because they're specifically saying that this isn't going to end the Destiny world. It's just going to end the saga. So I'm leaning towards the two routes people are thinking are either A, they're going to start with a new product, so they'll have Destiny 3, or B, they're going to just continue evolving the engine. My guess is they're going to probably evolve the engine because they put a lot of QOL work into it in the last year, and I don't think they're going to just drop that. That's my guess. Cutting their losses and leaving gaming at the moment. That's true. Bungie can't, though, because that's all they've got. Oh, dude, D2 is their only product. They've made their entire last 7 years of profit off of that. They have another product that they're working on called oh god, what's that thing called? Marathon, but that won't be out until 2025. Yeah, one second. Let me move so I can see it. There you are. So there's a. It should be floating on a head. Okay, stop right there. To the right. Where is it? Oh no, this one might be different. Yeah, this one's different. Never mind. I don't know if there's one on this one. To the right would be another one of the gazebo-looking things, and it was going to be next to that. But it's the Ascendant area, not this schmancy-looking area. Yeah.
Ascendant one. Okay. All right. Well, I'm probably just gonna kill myself here so that we can move on.
Whee! Yeah, D2, in terms of Steam, D2 has always been in the top, what was it, top 20 for the year? I think so. I wish I had a connection to Bungie, like a lot of people have, because of their love for Halo. I was never a Halo player. That's fair. I was kind of on Halo. So the funny thing is, I did end up working at 343 when they started on Halo 4, and I became more obsessed with Halo then than I ever was when the first 3 came out. But it was because I was able to read the books and all the comics, and this was also when they were working on some of their web-based series and stuff, and that really kind of got me into stuff. But yeah, I wasn't into it too much beforehand, and now I'm just like, meh.
Cup of coffee at 1:00 today.
Oh, jeez.
I did do my exercise routine today. So.
Excellent.
Great.
Yeah, I was talking to Chad earlier about commitments to exercise.
Mm.
So
Well,
congratulations.
I did it and I feel like shit. So.
Well, excellent. That means it's working. Keep doing it until you stop feeling like shit, and that means it's doing its thing.
I don't think I'm ever going to stop feeling like shit. It's what being in your 40s is all about. You feel like shit. The minute you stop feeling like shit is the day you're dying.
Well, no, it's the day you're dead. The day you're dying, you're going to probably feel like more shit.
I don't know. Like the last moment, that release of endorphins, and you're like, all right, I can deal with it.
343, all they've worked on is Halo. That was literally why the studio was created. It was to take over as caretaker of Halo once Bungie left Microsoft, which was the reason that it was an interesting time, because it was right when they were starting and trying to figure out what they were doing. So it was pretty interesting to see it from a sort of startup point of view, from when it first took over. It was how to put it. So when I first started at 343, it was just as Halo Reach launched, which was their last game that they did, which was kind of a prequel that took place during all of the stuff that sort of led to the first Halo game. And it was really kind of interesting to see the popularity of that game as it took off. And then like hearing all the conversations about what we were thinking about doing when I was there. I was a contractor, so I didn't really have any say, but it was really kind of neat to be there. It's always neat to be there when creative people are trying to think up what to do next. And that's what I really loved about it. I thought that was a complete and utter blast.
And then 5 more relics in the yeah, like I am at 25 of 26, and like multiple ones I just like 1 point away from.
You got so many relics.
Uh,
You're the relic king.
Hey, relic
He's
about
the
it.
relic king. Speaking of
Relic
relic
about
king, I want to buy. I'm looking for a vintage pilot fountain pen to buy.
Do you have enough
And
fun
I almost put a bid on like the first model of the pilot vanishing point. No, I have to bail. I'm going to bed. Going to
No,
bed.
Well, you're saying this, but you didn't. So, I mean, that's on you, really.
Damn it. No.
We have one more.
I have
One
to
more.
go to bed.
You gotta finish the whole
What
thing.
time is it? No.
I like how you said that you send the message and you're like, I'm gonna play too, and then you're like, I logged in, I'm good.
Wait, what?
You sent that message when I was like, okay, we're gonna start at 7. You're like, I'm in, and you got through 1, and now you're like, I'm out.
And pretty much, like, I'm so tired.
Sleep is for the week. Well, I guess.
Yeah, that's what the weekend's
I'm
for.
weak.
You're good.
I'm weak, Brad. I'm weak.
So when it comes to Bungie, basically what happened was Bungie made a handful of games beforehand, Marathon, Myth, and they were working on Halo, and that was the point where Xbox was just about to get launched by Microsoft, and they needed a basically something to break the internet at that point, as small as the internet was. And so they bought Bungie, but they had a stipulation they could buy themselves out into independence. And so that's what basically happened was Bungie became sort of the flagship game for Xbox through 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach. And by the end of 3, they had made enough profit that they were able to actually use that stipulation where they bought themselves out from under Microsoft. And so Reach was their last game, and they went and kind of started their own venture. Basically, they went off on their own. They did create a publishing relationship with Activision Blizzard for publishing, but they were their own thing.
Keep your soldiers back from the fighting.
Well, the thing is, they're not independent anymore. Last year, they went into a deal with Sony, and they were actually completely bought by them. But part of the stipulation was that they could manage themselves. They're basically an independent studio running on Star Power within Sony. However, part of it also was like they're going to stay cross-platform. There are a bunch of agreements that they made. Now, here's the thing, though. The public, or the popular belief, based off of a lot of what's happened over the last few months, is that in order for them to stay independent, they had to reach a certain financial goal this year that they are, in terms of profitability, that they do not look like they're going to be making. And so, because of that, there were a lot of layoffs that occurred towards the end of last year, and it's kind of put a sour taste in a lot of the fans' mouths, and of course for a lot of the devs. And since it's a Seattle area company, it's out in Bellevue. I happen to know a lot of developers for Bungie, and so I kind of took it a little personally, especially since I think you probably know I was laid off from a game company earlier this year. So between those two. I kind of was in a sour mood from all the stuff. But they're trying to kind of pull themselves out. And the other thing is, even if you don't like that a company lays people off, you do have to kind of keep in mind the people that are left, like the survivors, that feel bad that they survived. It's a rough time to be the few developers that are left at a place. Let me tell you. Ain't no bueno. Oh, so basically it wasn't, it wasn't the worst situation, but basically the game studio I was working for, as much as I can, talk about the situation of it, because of course there's NDAs and all that stuff. Basically, they had to get a little lean for their project. They had to, because they're a startup. So basically, they're not making
Their
money off of
corruption
previous
may
games. They have to
reshape these
make
halls.
survive
Deal
basically
with
off of
them
investment.
before the path
And
collapses
so,
around us.
hold on one second. I gotta bring it up here. Hey guys, here's the statue, the one that we were talking about earlier. Come over to Solstice.
Sweet. Now
See,
I
aren't you glad you didn't go to bed, Marty? You got a statue. That makes up for everything. Absolutely everything.
totally makes up for everything.
So basically, because the fact that they're a startup and they have to basically live off of the money that's been invested, they realized that they needed to kind of make things leaner. And unfortunately, I was part of the leanness, and it just always hurts. This is the third round of video game related layoffs in my career that I've been a part of, and it sucks because it's such a fun, creative world, but it just feels like a crapshoot anytime you really take a job in it. Matter of fact, I had literally sworn off any more game industry jobs, but a friend of mine who was working there basically said, we're well funded, come on in, it's going to be super fun, and you get to work with me again. And I was like, all right, that sounds fun. And then I got there, and then we got laid off. Yeah. Survivor's guilt is super rough in this industry. Because I know a lot of people that are still there, and they're just like, am I a horrible person for having a job? It's like, no, man. Glad you're employed. Unfortunately not. But honestly, I can say, so I can tell you the company I worked for, which was Deviation Games, and I can say that they have not released any games because they're still in startup development for their first game. And that, I think that does kind of imply all the situation that kind of went on. Nothing really, nefarious, but it's still just the crapshoot in games development. It's just the worst, the absolute worst, let me tell you. And also, the people that are left, because keep in mind, if you have, just coming up with raw numbers here for the sake of description, if you have 100 people working on something and they're not able to get all of it done, and then you find out that 20% of the force is leaving, now you have 80% of the people that still need to get at least that same thing done, but chances are, to make things more interesting, they're going to want more. So 80% of the people that were there originally are now responsible for even more stuff. It is a crazy math, and it's all because of basically what they expect that the customers want. Games, man. Entertainment in general is rough that way. You never know if what you're gonna do fits. One of the things as a developer, because like you were saying, I'm a software developer by trade. One of the things that's interesting that I learned as a developer for games is when you work in most other software industries, you come up with an idea. You're like, this is the thing that we're gonna make, and then you make it. Does it do what it's expected? Cool, you're done. With a game, you come up with an idea. You're like, this is what we're gonna make. You then make it. Then there's a whole other step, which is it fun? Sure, it does technically what you want it to do, but does it turn out that's boring? Because you won't know if it's fun until you try it. And when that happens, if it's not fun, then you gotta either A, start all over, or B, try to find a way to get all that to work. Sorry, I got an ooh from our teammate here. So you either got to make it work, or you got to find a way to use what you've already made to work, which also then ends up creating a lot of spaghetti code. So that's how come a lot of games have really weird bugs. It's because they were made for the first concept that was boring, and then they remade it for a new concept because they didn't have the time to start from scratch. But that old version still has bits in the code, and that's what causes problems. I hope that makes sense. It's very interesting to talk about this while also killing stuff. Yeah, layoffs are just the roughest. So last year I was part of I think it was 11,000 people that were laid off, and this year we're already like a month in, and we're 6,000 in. Like, we've lost so many jobs in the last year and a half in games. PlayStation backed, yep. But they have no games on their website, only team building. Yep. Because our first game hasn't been announced at all. So this is an interesting opportunity for me to talk for people that are into Star Citizen, because one of the biggest complaints that you'll always hear about Star Citizen is it's 10 years in. Why isn't the game done? I will tell you that even a non-MMO game takes at least 4 years before you hear about it. Like, when you hear about it the first time and they're still working on it, it's already 4 years in. Sorry, I'm hearing, listening to them on the other channel. So when you think about game development, I was there for 2 years. We were just about to start on what the concept for the game is, and that's not unusual. That's kind of how it always works with games. You basically work on the core tech until it's stable, and then after that, you try to find a game design that'll fit that technology. By the time that you're ready to start working on that technology, and you start hearing they're working on it, and it's going to be 2 years out, that's after they spent 3 to 4 years just working on the technology so they could start working on the game. It's crazy. So yeah, anytime if you look at any startup game company, like if you knew when they first started versus when they ship, they all totally seem like scams. And honestly, in a way, not in a nefarious sense, but like in the sense that they're asking for money for something that they don't even know they're going to make. That part's 100% true, because unless they're working on a license, which is even harder, because then you have to make something fit that sort of genre. You don't truly know what you're going to be working on until you start on it. And so it's like, hey, we're going to make a cool game. What's that game going to be? We'll tell you once we figure it out. It's the hidden secret of game development. No one knows what they're doing. It's just they know how to make it. Honestly, the greatest skill in game development isn't knowing how to put the company together. It's how to make it come together at the tail end. That's the secret. That's the true secret. And honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I've gone through it a handful of times, like as a developer, it just seemed so broken to me. So broken. It's such a Jake setup. How much feedback do the devs usually have in the overall thing? They have a decent amount. Oh, I've been nonstop talking, just not to you guys.
I was gonna say, he's not harassing you right now.
He's
He might
not
be making fun
harassing
of
us.
you.
Hold on,
is,
Chad. I
however-
need to take a moment to catch up and insult our good man Briku here. That's the correct response. You're doing just fine. Just let it out. Just let the feelings out.
I wonder how long I can do that. Like,
Briku's got big feelings and he needs to get them out.
He's got some things going.
All right, I'm gonna hide you guys again. So basically, to your question about how segmented it is, they do talk a decent amount, but the thing is, they have a game director that has a like the common vision. If you imagine the end result of the game, like what you end up playing, that's typically responsible for that's the responsibility of the game director. But we do have development, production, art, and audio. I'm trying to think if there's any others off the top of my head that I can think of. Those are the big ones. But all of them are responsible for their own responsibilities, and they also do cross-communicate. So if they start noticing problems, they will definitely share the fact that they've run into it, because everybody does. As cynical as I know a lot of fans think that the game industry can be, I will tell you, like, everyone that works on a game, they're the most obsessed fans of the game itself. It's not a job to them. It's like their calling. They are obsessed with it. And I'll tell you, if you want to be a software developer and make real money, game development ain't it. That is a cheap job, so you have to be in it for the passion. A matter of fact, a lot of game companies will bank on that. They'll be like, well, there's 30 developers that want this job. Why should I give it to you? Are you willing to take a cut? That's the business side of it, unfortunately. But in terms of the developers, hugest fans of the game. And so they'll bring up all sorts of stuff. And if they have a good content management team, not content management, God damn it, what's it called? Social media. If they have a good social media team, they will also be part of the conversation too. Because those are the people that have the ear of the fans. And it doesn't necessarily mean like one is stronger than the other. They all kind of have equal sway, but it does mean that all of them are important in that sense. But ultimately, the final decision will typically come down to the game director, or if there's some overriding need, C-suite. And C-suite usually only comes in if it becomes like a time or a financial thing. It's like, we can put this cool feature in that everyone's going to love, but it's going to push us back 5 months. That's a C-suite thing. They've got to figure that out. Or if we put this new feature in, but it's going to put us over budget by, another $5 million, C-suite once again. But when it comes to like the features and stuff, that like all bucks stop with the game director at that point. Let's see. People loving the game can also be a big issue. Drinking the Kool-Aid, not listening. It can be. I honestly have not run into that though. Most typically, they're the biggest champions for making the thing functional and making the thing work. I haven't really seen a lot of Kool-Aid issues with the developers. Usually, they also bring a really good insight into the position because of the fact that when they hear about a feature that the people want or a feature that they want to pitch, they're able to kind of bring up, well, here's why it's a good idea, or here's why it's dangerous in the code base, which can save so much ass, let me tell you. But sometimes it's just not heard, Let's see. Maybe loving the game. People have to be able to know if it's not working. I watched the making of Doom, and they were ruthless in the making of Half-Life. Another really good doc to watch. Double Fine Games, the guys that make Psychonauts and a lot of other indie games, they actually had, thanks to their Kickstarter, like about 6-7 years ago, they've had a really tight relationship with a documentary company and have documented so much of their game process. And theirs has been the closest for me to what day-to-day life in a smaller studio is. Doom is valid, but the thing is, Doom, when it was created, was a garage game. So it's not really indicative of the day-to-day life of the average developer. It's the life of a fan developer that made it big. It's kind of like your what do I want to say? It's the story of Taylor Swift versus the story of the Backstreet Boys. One was made by a company, one was made sort of as an indie that made it big. The Taylor Swift one is going to be much sexier because, single, indie sensation makes it big. But the realistic day-to-day one is more the Backstreet Boys one. Microsoft, the early days when no one knew what was right and wrong. That is true. Like that's kind of the whole thing is like when you go back to the early days of all these guys, they haven't figured out their rules. And also typically the development of game studio culture is so broken in the beginning because it's usually made by garage developers that are in their 20s, maybe even in their late teens. And the problem with that is you end up with a lot of people that don't understand work-life balance. They're living off of passion alone. They make bad decisions because they have a good vision, but the vision isn't sustainable. And then families just break all of their work culture because it's not something that they equated to something they needed to deal with. So you end up with a lot of people where it's like, oh, you're not willing to do, 70 to 80 hours. Are you really, dedicated to this company? It's like, oh, I absolutely am. I need to sleep. Oh, it's very different in most companies, and the even the newer indies. This has definitely been a generational shift. A lot of like the millennials and post millennials are really focused on not breaking that work-life balance. They want to be able to go home at a decent time. So that's part of their goals. Like, it's not just make it rich. It's like live a comfortable life. Be able to go home and enjoy that wealth that you've made. And I'm a big fan of that. I think that's something that was missing back in the early garage days. But, you can do that when you're 18, when you're 25, and you have no wife or commitments. It's just you and the work. But the problem is, once you start getting into a bigger scale and you have 600 people, you have to really kind of bring that into consideration. Anything is happening over at Bethesda right now looking at Starfield? So I can't tell you specifics, but as it so happens, one of my best friends works on Starfield. And the broad thing I can tell you is that he loves his life working there. He loves the job, he loves the game he's working on, and he also loves the fact that he gets to go home. The job he had before this was he worked at Tesla. He was getting physically ill because of the hours that he was working, and no one appreciated anything he did. Like, literally, it would be, that's great that you did that, but honestly, that was literally like last week. What are you doing now for us? It was just a really sick, toxic environment. And then he was part of the layoffs that occurred, 2 years ago? But yeah, he took a job with Bethesda, working remotely. So he's out here in the Seattle area too, but Bethesda's out in Maryland, and he loves the job. And there are nuances because since Starfield is based off of Bethesda's engine, basically the Fallout engine, right? There are things that he'll gripe to me about. Can't give specifics, of course, but things that are like, oh man, this is the way it's been since the game, since the engine first came out. They really got to fix it. It's not modern. Da 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 da. But in terms of day-to-day work, he loves what he does. He loves what they've made, and I will say they've actually been very willing to listen to the customers, which I really like. Because when it came out, I played it for about 3 or 4 days. Thought it was fun, but it kind of hit my peak really quickly, and haven't played it since. But I've been watching kind of what they've been working on, and it's like they've got a good roadmap for what's coming up. Oh, I died. And they've already made some changes that people are really happy about. Oh my god, I'm so happy they're working on some of the face models, because they just always, to me, have looked just sad as hell. Oh God, yeah, Elon. I am so very much not an Elon fan, and what they did to my poor friend definitely contributed to that. I hope they cyberpunk it, though. Yeah, the engine is clearly a sticking point. Yeah, they eventually will have to at some point. Oh, 1 second, I think I heard my name. Did I hear my name?
I'm not saying that.
You're a mean man. You're a mean one, Mr. French. I'm having a great discussion on game design. Specifically the business of it. How some places are really good and most of them will suck up your soul.
It's kind of the case with most places.
Most work.
Well, I don't know about that. When have your guys' industries dropped? Let's see. I think we're now up to just short of 10K people in the first month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My company alone dropped 25,000 last year.
Last year. I'm talking this month.
Yeah, not not this month.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm saying. Last year they did 11,000. This month they're just about to break 10.
That's
they
absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
It, not to play trauma Olympics, but like this weekend, 2 kids on probation were killed outside of the school.
Ooh, that's
Like, so-
rough conversation for streaming. Let me tell you.
So yeah,
Definitely.
it's-
My remark was not to be like a comparison. It was just like, yeah.
Oh no.
The layoff.
Oh yeah, look at
Sentiment
my trauma. My trauma's trauma ear.
Sentiment is shared across a lot of
Yeah.
tech right now, but
Yeah,
gaming
no.
for sure is definitely getting shat on.
Yeah.
The worst part is, first question, you're gonna reduce compensation to the top people to compensate. We didn't think about that. No.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing personally for me is like with all the leadership, because everyone that did their job, at the lower levels, literally did
get
that. They
fired.
did their job. Leadership's where it fell apart. So why do they get to get away with all this shenaniganery? I say.
Because they don't have to take responsibility. They just get paid and then get to.
Yeah,
have all
well,
the
we know
benefits.
where the buck stops. Is basically it. The buck be stopping right about there. Ooh, let's rip these out. Rip this out. Rip that out.
I should check
And I need
what I
to
have
move
for-
some stuff over here.
Holy
This
crap, I have a
guy.
lot of stuff.
This
Oh,
guy.
iPod.
Well, thank you. I'm glad someone noticed. Let's see.
iPods go over there.
So you can't see yourself back in games. What did you move to? So I went back to just general software development. Right now I'm actually working in healthcare software. Ironically, at the place I was at just before I took this job, in a contractor form though. But yeah, I liked the people, and I don't think I'd want to probably stay there long term because they've got other issues that kind of bothered me. There's a reason I was okay with leaving, but it's paying the bills, which is kind of nice. Why are there so many layoffs? Are people worried about player retention and eat? So the big reason across entertainment, you're going to notice a lot of layoffs, a lot of shifts, and it's primarily because of the fact that there was a massive miscalculation by most of them as to what the future was going to hold. There was this broad assumption that post-pandemic, this is the new world. This is basically how everything's going to be from here on out. So they were making this weird guess that the big numbers that they were getting for purchases in like Amazon, people playing more video games, people watching more online streaming, that was going to be the standard from here on out. It was not. And so because of that, they they were basically massively under in terms of expected numbers this year. And so to offset that, they've had layoffs or they're changing their models. It's why a lot of the streaming companies are now moving to an A+ ads model. It was just a handful before. Now all of them are kind of pushing that direction. Matter of fact, Amazon just started their mandatory ad tier, even if you pay for Prime, and that was because of the fact they massively missed their numbers. It's also why all of the Marvel movies and series are getting completely reworked right now, is because not enough people are watching the shows or going to see the movies, and so they've been doing some massive reworks there. But from video games, the only thing you can do to reduce those, because once they're out, is to reduce budget. And so a lot of studios have lost budget from their parent companies, and a lot of the indie companies are just having to cut costs. That's basically kind of what happened at Sony. Sony missed their numbers by a decent amount. Bungie missed their studio numbers by 45%. Like, imagine a company being off by that much, but they were basing it off of pandemic numbers, and we're not in a pandemic no more. I will take that. Let's see. Why are there so many? It is insane. Travel is through the roof, though, because people realize what it's like to be stuck inside. Yep. Of course, they're missing the numbers. They fractured the market too much. People want convenience. Signing up for 1,000 services isn't convenient. Well, it's not even that. Like, even if you tally up all the services, like, the numbers are lower. So when you increase the number of services and you reduce the overall cap of how much money is available, that's basically exactly what happened. And so they're drastically missing those numbers. And basically to offset it, they're turning it back into cable, which of course doesn't help their situation either. Matter of fact, I used to watch so much TV, so many movies, like through streaming, like constantly. But yeah, now I'm starting to drop services because the costs are going up and they're reducing the amount of content they have. That's the other thing that they've been doing. If they aren't increasing the numbers or putting ads, they're actually literally deleting, not even shelving, but full on deleting shows and just effectively burning them. Like they will never come back again because they can write them off. And that way they're able to actually get an improvement on their taxes for this year. That's how come Warner Brothers Discovery has canned so many of their shows. The perfect example is the Batgirl movie. It was completed. It was ready to go. It's actually starting to get some good press. And then when Zaslav bought it, he literally canned the completed movie because then they can write off the entire production, all those millions, and they don't have to pay an actor a thing because they only have to pay residuals. Well, if it ain't showing, there's no residuals. And so it's like a perfect situation for them to save money, but at the cost of our entertainment, at the cost of actors and other crews' livelihoods. It's a perfect example. It sucks. Yeah, entertainment's in a really, really rough position, and I think it's going to be for a couple of years for that exact reason. It is dirty. It is super dirty, and moreover, you can imagine the meme from this. Like, just imagine some meme where, someone's like, yeah, we're gonna shit can all these shows, and then the other streamers go, wait, you can do that? And they've started doing that. So Disney Plus had a Willow series, and it was okay. I watched a couple episodes. I was very excited about it when it first was announced because I loved Willow, but it just didn't hit for me. So I didn't end up watching because I was like, oh, I'll watch it later because streaming shows are always around, right? No, they did the same thing. They took the series off and they completely deleted it so they could get write-offs this year for profit. So that means that everyone that worked on it who were, hoping for some residuals, they aren't getting any residuals from that. And moreover, the company gets to write it off. That was part of, as far as I know, that was part of the SAG and the Writers Guild strike demands, was that there's some sort of formulation for that. And I think it ended up in there. I didn't pay enough attention, but I think they did put something in specifically for the streaming side of royalties. But I don't think that this aspect was figured in. So they're still kind of SOL to a degree. It's a bunch of poop. It is super shady. Follow me for more entertainment news and my gripes. It is super dirty. It is a dirty, dirty thing. Ooh. I want that. It really is. It really is. Well, the thing that I've been super fascinated about the entertainment industry in general is it's such a patchwork of laws because they started with the talkies and then radio, or sorry, it started with the black and whites, then the talkies and radio, then into movies, then into TV. And the thing is, all of those layers have built up these arcane rules and processes, including when they were a monopoly and then got broken up by the U.S. government because of the fact they were a monopoly, and now, of course, are recoalescing into a monopoly. And so there's all these like patchwork rules on top of each other that just barely keep the thing together. It's bonkers. The gatekeeping's all gone. It all comes down to flooding the market, ease to independence. That's true, but the thing is, here's the catch. Where are you going to watch those independents? They are independent, yes, but their platform is not. They're all beholden by one or two core platforms. If it's streaming, there's like 3 dominant ones. There's effectively YouTube, there's Twitch, and then there's, of course, Kick. But even Kick is kind of a shady concept because of the fact that it's only a platform because of the fact that it's a way for crypto to pull their money at Crypto.com. So it's not even a full platform, so you can't really trust it to stick around. For long form, you've effectively got YouTube, maybe Vivo. And that's it. If either of those pull stakes or if you do bad by them, you're out of venues. So it is kind of interesting in that way. Like the point I guess I'm getting to is like imagine you make a play. Well, your venue could be any theater in the entire world. That's it. You're good to go. But with this situation, if one of those platforms does, if you're counter to what they want, like if they have an agreement that happens to mean you're not able to put your stuff up, or if you do them dirty in some way, you're out. So though the content may be independent, the platform itself is very much not. Like as an old man getting ready with his 401k, with his stocks, for retirement, one of the things that I was told repeatedly as I first dug into this stuff is always diversify. Like, don't go all gold, don't go all business stocks, don't go all bonds, because it's not diversified. And that's unfortunately the catch with the independent platforms today is they're not diversified. They're like one of two core spots. And that's putting a lot of eggs into one basket. Feel like consoles coming back to being a slideshow to PC when it'll be last year. Yes. Now the thing is, in the same breath I'm talking about console, or not console. In the same breath I'm talking about platform being an issue. The advantage people have had for so long with doing videos on YouTube is it's free and you can monetize and you get a cut, right? Well, that's the advantage right now on console in that when you go in, everybody that has a console can play it, as opposed to a PC where you have so many permutations. This PC might, this one might not, etc., etc. So there is an advantage to it, but you're once again back on someone else's platform. PC is great for delivering all sorts of indies, and it also has the lowest bar for submission. You can shove something into Steam, and unless it breaks any sort of rules, they'll put it out, which is great. So that means you can get anything out. The catch is your audience is a subset of what console is potentially. So it is kind of a balance. But you are 100% right. It is a great way to get your stuff out. Like, honestly, if I was doing an indie game all over again, I'd probably start with PC, then go Xbox, and then look at other consoles at that point. But if you're going to try to make a big boy game, console definitely has to be part of it. Console's actually really easy to build for. You just have to be aware of the differences. So the funny thing is, console is the easiest one to build for because either it does or it doesn't. As opposed to a PC where even if it does, it doesn't mean it's going to work. But a console, if it builds, it'll work at the bare minimum. But there are so many stipulations that you have to kind of think of when you're building for console. So for lack of an oversimplified way to put it, consoles basically are kind of glorified tablets. Like, they're very specialized pieces of hardware, but they're built to be very lightweight at the cost of processing power. But the nice thing is, it's cheaper. Like, consoles are like $400, $500, as opposed to a good gaming PC, which is going to be a couple of thousand for a decent one, $1,500 for like a value one. There we go. So it's nice because console, if it builds, it'll work, but it's bad because you also then have to think about like the budget concerns for that. Like if you imagine, like, let's say a gigabyte is the equivalent of $1,000, and that's your budget. So right now we're talking cash because it's easy to understand, but in terms of the game, it'd be like your memory budget. Like this is how much your game can actively display. Well, a gig of memory ain't a lot compared to if you were using like a freaking RTX card where you got like 9 gigs of memory, and you can be like, yeah, I assume anybody that plays this game has an RTX card, so I've got this really nice hardware. Well, that means less people are going to play it because you don't have as many people with those 9 gig cards. But the good news is everybody on a console is going to have that 1 gig card, but now you only have that $1,000 to spend on your stuff, that 1 gig of memory for building your game's visuals. So they have to look kind of either janky or a lot of heavy-duty work to get it to look nice while being low memory. Yes, the burning by removing shows, I'm not a fan of that either. I am not a fan of that. And that's kind of in the same vein, but I don't think that they're doing the full write-off thing, but I'm not fully sure on that one. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I think all of them are going to start doing it because it's a great way for them to save money, but at the cost of our entertainment. Let's see, I used to love the idea of Game Pass, but I don't know, I kind of like to buy and own a thing. Well, yes to the concept. The one thing I will say to that, and number one, I generally am in the same boat. I prefer to own the game that I want to play because a lot of games will phase out of Game Pass. Like, for example, Destiny 2 was on Game Pass on the PC, which was really kind of nice. But then it wasn't. So that means that if I wanted it, I'd have to go buy it to continue. But the games that we buy on, say, Steam are not really owned by us either, in the sense that we can download them now, but they can choose to take. It's a bad PR move, and they actually got bit by that, but they can have it taken away because we only own a license to it, which of course is just magic bullshit talk for it. It can go away basically. But yeah, it's just the whole digital era thing. Like, digital era stuff should be permanent, in my opinion, but it does not seem like that's the way. Exactly, we're effectively renting, and that drives me nuts because if I'm paying full price for rental, I mean that's actually like even in the U.S. that's super the direction that we're being kind of nudged towards anyways. Like I'm a 40-year-old dude and I can't even afford a house. I have to rent. Like. Rental is the direction they want us to go, which is just, I want to own my stuff, man. I want to own it.
All right.
This is Coil.
So
You're
I still,
Coil.
Can't you feel the Coil?
I still have the first key crafting. Complete the coil activity silver, higher silver.
Which one? Say that again.
Key crafting. It's one of the Season of the Wish challenges.
What does it say to do on that one? That's the part I didn't catch.
Oh, it's silver or higher score to unlock the following. So complete this activity with silver or higher score.
Yep. Which step one unfortunately means we have to complete the activity, which we have not had that luck yet.
Right. I'll just say that's the final one.
Yep. When we complete all 4, if you have silver or higher, which if you get that far, honestly, if you open all the doors, you're at least at I think gold. So you'll be fine if we can finish it. We just need to finish it. Is all.
It just seems so weird that you don't get a score regardless.
Well, I'm with you.
Like, but I want to score just because it's not that I finished the whole thing. This is a really long activity too.
Yep, it could take basically an hour for a full run. I think we were pretty darn close. We were around 50 when you went over the side.
Yeah.
When you went over the hedge.
When I hedged it. What is this one at now? We're on run 3?
This is
Yeah, I think we're about to start 3. We got 21. We can do it. I got faith in us. Let's see. I don't know what's going to happen with this gaming thing. I just hope that some of the key players keep cranking out bangers. I agree. Baldur's Gate 3, Pal World. Hope it teaches the lesson of quality up front, but hopefully not at the expense of people making the games. That's the key for me. So honestly, I think when it comes to gaming, the boys are all right. The games are going to keep coming out because there's always going to be a passion for it. So you're always going to have those indie developers that want to make something, and it's going to turn. You're going to get a lot of stupid games, but you get those amazing ones that no one's ever thought of because everyone's kind of following the same thought process, the same zeitgeist. So I am super confident we're always going to have cool games, especially from independent developers. But the question I have is exactly what you're talking about, is at what expense? Because the problem is right now, and this whole round of layoffs didn't help, is anytime we reduce the workload or the number of the workforce, that's what I'm looking for, the number of developers out there, it adds to the faux prestige of working in the industry. And that isn't to say that there should be prestige, that it's an interesting and awesome thing to go into. It absolutely is. The negative side of it, though, comes from if everyone thinks it's an amazing industry to get into, and they're willing to sacrifice so much to get into it, it allows more unscrupulous people to basically use people as just resources, as opposed to what's the word I'm looking for, talent. And that's the thing. It's like what makes these games is the talent. It's not the money. It's the talent, and the money is just making it so you can afford it. It's effectively a patronage, just like the old Medici days. But the difference is we treat it well. Some companies, used to be all companies, but now I can't even say that. I'd say some, if maybe not most companies, treat the fact that you can pay people as an excuse to, do all sorts of, ridiculous things to their workers in the name of profit, because they're only beholden to their shareholders, which is redonky-donk. One of the things that always drives me nuts, I've had this happen so many times, is when you work at a place and they're like, we're family. We're working as family. And the other one is, if you're going to leave a company, it's like, well, you should definitely give at least 2 weeks off, if not more, because you're going to put us in a bind. It's like, meanwhile, if you had to lay people off, it's not like you'll be like, oh, we're going to lay you off in about a month. So, be prepared. They're going to be like, yeah, you're being laid off as of now because we can't trust that you won't do anything bad if you, get laid off. So there's this sort of dichotomy of why are you doing this to us, the poor company, and then, doubling around and doing all this, kind of distrustful stuff with your employees. And so that's the stuff that I think really needs to be kind of watched out for, because the quality of games, we're going to have, horrible games. We're going to have good games. We're going to ebb and flow. There's going to be like fads and booms. Like right now, live service games like this. This right here is the current fad. And honestly, Destiny 2 is why it became a fad, because it was a great example of it. It ran so well. It made so much more money. It has what in the industry they call a very, very huge long tail, which basically, for those on the stream that aren't aware, a long tail is the ideal thing you want to get on a game. It means that once you've gone through your initial purchase, there's still profit at the end of it. There's a tail at the end of the game, and they want it to be as long as possible so that they can keep making money off of it without having to go make, another brand new game. And that part's not nefarious. That happens in pretty much every business. You want people to use your product for as long as you can, right? So that part's a little less nefarious. But the search for the long tail is what makes it a little weird, because everyone will chase whatever was working last. And in this case, live services is what makes it last, because then you can do the microtransactions, you can do the seasons, you can do the battle pass. All of that stuff is live service stuff. And it means that you don't have to go make a whole brand new game. You can just use the same game and just tack a couple extra things on top of it. And that honestly is also why everyone started getting burned out on Destiny 2, is that the story started feeling a little bit flat. It just felt repetitive. It felt like the same, like the story was different each season, but the mechanics for the story were pretty much the same every single time. And in return, you didn't really get any new. Let's see, one second. You didn't get any new features for it, and so it just felt like a cash grab. Let's see. I haven't looked over in a moment. Let's see. Really hope Rockstar delivers on GTA. It's like a Scorsese film or something. You need those quality products to do their best by the audience to set the bars high. Yes, I think GTA 6 is going to do amazing. I don't think, honestly, even a bad product will ruin that unless it's entirely built on cynicism, which I don't think it will be. I think it's just going to do great on the name GTA alone. And then on top of it, I think it'll... I think it's going to be a great initial launch. They just have that history of being very cognizant of the product. The only thing that might work against them is if it feels like more of the same. But honestly, even if it does, they have permission to fix it. That's one of the best things that's happened out there. So Cyberpunk, they had permission to fix it. No Man's Sky, they had permission to fix it. Like the big commit is to dedicate and improve, which ironically is super anti-long tail, because instead of just going, well, it didn't work, throw it away, we're wasting money, they're literally building their long tail off of their own money. So it's costing them, which is super anti the concept. Uh-oh. Bye. I hate Battle Pass and all that stuff, to be honest. I was into it for a while, but not... Yep, 100%. So one of the big concepts for that is FOMO. Everything's built off of the fact that if you aren't part of it, you're going to lose it. As a matter of fact, the Suicide Squad game that just came out, it is doing something somewhat unique in that their Battle Pass will always be available. So if you don't get the Battle Pass for this season, that's exactly what happened to me. Poor Pogue. That is exactly what I did too. Like verbatim. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the Battle Pass, like, you'll still have to purchase it, I believe, but you don't have to do it within the season. So you don't have that, like, oh my god, if I don't do it now, I'm not going to get all your stuff, which is kind of cool. But Suicide Squad's got its own issues currently, too. Ooh, hello. No! Oh, well. Ooh, I don't know this one. This is a new room for me. But yeah, Battle Pass is... I think there is something to be said about a good Battle Pass, but I don't feel like anyone's really doing it. The Battle Pass has to give you some sort of value to make it worthwhile. And the problem is most Battle Passes are just giving you coinage, maybe a ornamental, and then calling it a day, which is just not great. There you go. I hope you burn in fire, you bastards. There you go. Yeah, honestly, the catch is, and this is actually a case, so my big background in terms of design originally came from role-playing games. And that was the reason I kind of got into video games. It's like being a programmer that happens to do a lot of tabletop design made it kind of enticing for me to go work for these places. The thing about, oh my god, a lot of explosions. The thing about design, lost my track. Oh, yeah, the thing about design that's kind of relevant there, though, with Battle Passes, is that skinned content is easy, and so it costs less money, it takes less effort, and you're able to just get it done. But unique, bespoke content, like new missions, new gameplay elements, etc., those actually take effort, and moreover, they cumulatively become harder to do because you can't do the same thing over and over. If you do, people are going to just not care about your product anymore because it's like, oh God, they're just doing the same story over and over and over. So the easiest thing to do, the safest thing to do, is just more aesthetic stuff, more cosmetics, and that's the way they always seem to end up going. Because yeah, my friend who works for Crafty Games, they made a RPG called Spycraft. That was the problem that they ran into, was they would make these books called Splat books, and they would have one come out, I think, a quarter. So there was only 4 of them a year, but they were the most costly things to make because you have to come up with all this narrative, like basically like writing small novels every quarter that progress a story, and that takes considerable more time than look and feel. Ooh, shit, I got loot. Yeah, see if these didn't improve, expand the right? Boy, reading and not dying, what a combo, right? One second, let me murder this jerk here. There we go. Yeah, look at him spinning around, chop, chop, chop. Let's see, I used to play a game figure, and over time they re-released the Battle Pass's Legacy. Nice, that's a smart move. Adds to long tail. Yes, the magic long tail. It's all about the long tail, man. And it sounds so squicky to a lot of people outside of the industry, but honestly, it's the smartest move. It's like if you made a movie, it's not gross if you go rent it again or see the movie and then decide to buy it. Like that's how you can tell someone really liked it. It's the same thing with like a battle pass, or not a battle pass, sorry, with a long tail. A game should be interesting enough that you're willing to, keep investing in it. But if the investment feels cheap or predatory, that's when it starts losing its fan base. It's just the worst. That's why I quit Sea of Thieves. They didn't improve and expand core gameplay, just add a lot of fluff. That's exactly it. Yeah, the fluff factor. Like, that's what kills it for me. Like, you'll see all these games where they're like, we're adding new stuff, and you look at what they're adding, it's the same thing. It's just the same thing over and
The
over.
recursions in the Dreaming City's curse, are they absolute?
Researching it,
Woo!
are you?
We did it.
Nothing breaks the loop. Those
Platinum.
who remain here are doomed to repeat it.
Then why remain?
Yeah, come on in here. We get a
Evacuate
bunch
the
of bonus
city
shit.
and reclaim it another day.
Osiris, how long were you in the Infinite Forest?
That's my first
How
platinum.
many timelines did you brave
Mine
in search
too.
of Satan?
Still have 25 lives.
I see what you mean. My apologies.
Yeah, that's my first full platinum run. So we get all the stuff here. So
And we will
instead of
fight
one
for it
chest,
until
it's
the
like
bitter
everything.
end.
All the chips.
My God, I got so many Ascendant alloys, dude.
Same.
Good Lord.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
That was
That's
impressive.
worth it.
Got so many stuff.
Yeah, it was worth it. All right.
Oh man,
Take
now
us
we're
to
all
the
revved
tower.
up. Ready for the third one?
Yeah,
No.
we should do the
No, hold on. Take us to the tower.
Take us
Yeah,
to
I
the
was gonna say,
tower.
Probably do
But-
need to clean out our junk bin.
I don't. I was red long ago. I've been losing stuff left and right. I was like, it's fine. It's just stuff. All right, let's go. To the tower. To the tower, Jeeves. Hold on, I'm going to commend you guys. Please give me ally and leadership ones.
I ain't giving you. I'm giving you these nuts.
I don't need any of D's nuts. I had D's nuts for years.
So you do this activity and you get thoughtful and best dressed options.
Excellent. Reasonable.
All right.
I feel best dressed. I'm a fancy boy. Look at my score, dude. Honestly, I just need to be chatting with chat the whole time from here on out.
How did you get so many? Jesus Christ.
I just
Look at
zenned
your
out.
score.
I just zenned out. I was literally talking to chat the whole time. I was just like blah 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 blah, and just like my brain was like target, kill, target, death, death, death. Oh,
Look at.
thanks,
I
chat.
have so many kills, so many orbs, and I have the lowest score.
Okay. I'm okay with. Oh no. Oh, yeah, you have more stuff.
I'll
I'm
take
okay
it.
with that number of kills. I'm okay with that.
A legitimate number of murders. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed.
Hands down, that was fantastic.
By the way, warning: the postmaster is completely out of space. If I don't retrieve my items, I'm going to lose some. Oh my god, where are my
It is
pearls? I need to clutch them. My pearls need clutching.
Grab those pearls, rub them together.
Oh my god. Please. Excuse me, sir. That's right. I was not thinking. I was just gaming. That expat's got it on the nose right there.
That works.
This was capital G gaming, my friends. That's what that was that we just saw. Oh my god. I zenned out.
That was perfect.
I love it.
Oh
Man.
man.
We all did actually really fantastic.
Did really well. Hold on, I need to
yeah.
hydrate. I need to hydratio.
Some
That's
hydration
what I
going.
just did.
Oh, also, well, let's click on this guy.
Slow dying.
How far am I on this guy? Hey, look at that. I'm down to 2. I have 2 more things left. I need
nice.
10 more pathways and 12 more gifts. Oh my god, yeah. If we're going to keep going, I mean, I know you're not Briku, but if we're going to keep going, I might get this done tonight.
I still got to do pathways, so I'm not.
Pathways for days.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah.
I got to finish the quest and then complete a run of the coil. Like that actually was fantastic for those.
That was a good run. That was
Right?
a really good run.
That was a glorious run.
Now time to claim all.
Let's see.
the
Do you
things.
still unlock new weapons and armor and stuff on this? I do. So the nice thing about the way that Destiny has done their releases is there's a whole bunch of content every season. As people that have been playing this forever, it really doesn't feel like a lot, but honestly, we are a little spoiled for content compared to a lot of games per season.
Oh, absolutely.
So we end up with, let's see if I can actually show, oh, I can't because that part's a quest. So first off, we have a seasonal quest line, which is like a little soap opera story. That is seasonal, and it's usually done over a period of 7 weeks. So we have 7 weeks of story content. We typically we are guaranteed 1 new exotic weapon, which is like some weapon that does weird shit. Guaranteed every single season. So
And
that's
they've been
always nice.
really weird recently.
They've been really weird. And that's honestly,
really
that's
cool.
fun because it's like it defies like it's not like your normal pew pew. Maybe this one will actually like turn like Pokeball a bad guy. Like it's stuff like that. It could be really weird. The other thing that they add is they usually add seasonal weapons, which is about 6 or 7 weapons that are they're typically reskins, but they have different stats, different capabilities, and it is a reskin, so they do look different for each season. They then have one of 3 or 2 typically of 3 things. They either have a new raid, which is 6-person content, and honestly, it's my favorite part of the game because it's the most like it requires so much communication and coordination with your team, which is super fun. They also have dungeons, which are like a mini version of raids where you only are a 3-person team. But it's also built for the prestige people to do solo, so it's less about communication and more just about just knowing what to do. So you learn how to play through the dungeon, and then they typically, like this season, they also have every other season an exotic quest, which is usually like a secret, like you got to find it first. This one was actually part of the main quest line, so it was kind of an exception to the previous rule. But usually you had to find it. And then when you play through it, it's like a combination of like weird puzzles, either like mental puzzles or jump puzzles, which Marty loves the jump puzzles. And then we have a handful of small combat sequences too. So it's pretty fun. And then you're rewarded another exotic item. So there's at least 1 to 2 exotic weapons per season. And then there's also a reward for an exotic at the end of a chance of a drop for a raid and a chance of a drop for a dungeon. So lots of different weird shooting guns. And then on top of it, you got your season pass, which is effectively the battle pass, which I'm showing on the screen right here. And it's honestly it's nice progress. The other stuff comes with purchasing a season, and that's the stuff I care about. This is just crap that comes along with it. So I'm like, okay, I get this stuff, but it's not why I would buy it, which is why I'm not a big fan of the typical battle pass, because this is usually what you're paying for. This just happens to be something I also get when I'm doing this. Does this feel like an MMO? Oh, yep. Have a good night, Briku.
Peace out.
Good running with you. does this feel like an MMO when I play it? I feel like it does. It's not like, if I was to parallel it, I would say it is not like playing WoW. Like the Twitch commitment, I feel like, is higher in this game, but the coordination is less dependent. Like when I was playing WoW, like I use raids as usually like my bar for determining like how to describe like the gameplay style, because that's where you're usually trying to use all the mechanics from whatever game you're playing. In WoW, it's way more about coordination and timing. This game, it's more about being reactive. So it's an FPS first, very tightly followed by communication. Meanwhile, like the FPS factor is non-existent in most MMOs. It doesn't mean that timing isn't important, but it's not that twitchy kind of FPS style. But coordination and communication are like key. Like you have to have those. And that swap is kind of, I feel like, what I like about it. This game can be a lot more cinematic than most MMOs I played. But the other side, there are limitations in terms of like how to put it, how large in scope like gameplay can be. Like 6 players in this game is a feat to get coordinated. But like in a raid, like 30 people is considered perfectly fine. But also in WoW, you don't have to you don't have to deal with like split second like jump attack coordinated, with use this specific weapon, etc. Yeah, it's a little less dependent on all that shenaniganery. So it's it does have some balances, but I would say it does feel kind of like a smaller scale MMO. I suppose you can't do certain content unless you're geared and ready for it. Yes, but the nice thing is that is a little bit less of an issue in this game, I feel like, than most MMOs. Like most MMOs I can think of that I've played, the gate based on gear is for most of the game. Like if you are level 10 and you want to join your friends doing level 40 stuff, that ain't happening. In this game, like you can pretty much, like the moment you start the game, you can join in with most, I'd say about 85% of the content with your friends immediately. And you're gonna be able to participate. You're not just like following them around, and you're gonna be able to level up, which is really, really nice. So you don't feel like, you're just the little baby brother or sister tagging along. But the other side of it is the few things that are gear dependent are capital G gear dependent. There's a thing called Nightfalls. There's a Grandmaster Nightfall that you have to be completely end gamed. And I don't mean like towards the end of the game. You have to be like at the end of the game to participate in those. Raids, the newest raid will typically be close to base game cap. So you have a soft cap, a hard cap, and a final, what's the last one called? I'm trying to think of it.
It's that plus 20.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that would call that. It's the artifact, whatever the seasonal thing that tells you when you're ready for the end.
Yeah,
will give you
power
plus 20
power
to
cap.
your levels.
Power
there
cap.
You go.
Yeah, so they have a soft cap, a hard cap, and a power cap. Soft cap, when you're playing, you're going to just hit it by screwing around. And it's because everything's going to keep bumping you up in level. Or power, specifically power. They kind of got rid of the concept of levels overall. All you have now is power, which you'll notice on my screen. I have this Doomed Petitioner, 1810. That's the power level of that weapon. So you'll be able to get to in this game, as an example, you're going to be able to get up to 1750 just killing stuff. It won't matter. Then when you get to 1750, and keep in mind you start at 1600, because since the seasons progressed, well, for a while they were progressing the level, the starting point also progressed with it. So 1600 is where your character would start, and 1750, just wandering around killing mobs, you're going to do that no problem. 1750 to 1800, it starts slowing down because only certain weapons and armor are going to progress you. And then once you get to 1800, the last 10 levels require what are known as pinnacles, and the pinnacles only drop from certain things, and they reset weekly. So you have to basically start really kind of dropping. Well, the placement is RNG, but you're guaranteed at least that it will be an 18. You know, it'll be a pinnacle at least.
Yeah, it'll
I'll
be a
show you.
plus one.
Yeah, plus one
plus
or
three.
even a plus two at most. Yeah. So if I go over here to the destinations, all these little circles, these yellow circles, these are showing where you can do challenges, and challenges will typically reward pinnacles. But some of them they've actually even shifted a little. There you go. So this one, if I was going to do Nightfalls, if I completed a certain number of Nightfalls, I would get a pinnacle, and that'll get you up to 1810. And once you're at 1810, now you're at endgame.
Sure.
Do you grind for cosmetics or craftables or better gear score? Better gear score and craftables, and probably in that order. Like if you're trying to like get to the end game content, you're going to be going for the better gear. The craftables are just going to kind of drop. They're RNG drops of the same type of weapon. So you'll notice when I was looking at my my post office box, there was one that was red. That was a craftable one. And so I was able to kind of pull out the craftable part of it, and then it just became a regular weapon. And once you have 5 of the blueprints for those craftables, you can then craft it, make your own custom one. But you still have to then level that weapon. So it's good to have the craftable because you can make a better version of the base weapon, but the level is what you're really trying to do for the end game type stuff. And then cosmetics will just drop. So they're the only place you can really get cosmetics are either A from where are you?
Go to the hell when you're done?
Yes, we can. I need to get some red borders.
I was gonna say I need a red border from there.
I'll do that in just a sec. 'Cause yeah, that's a good point. So this is the store. This is their microtransaction area. So this is where you can buy cosmetics. Silver is so in games like this, they have what are called hard and soft currencies. I learned this when I was working in the mobile world. The hard currency is the currency that's represented by physical cash. Soft currency is a currency you can earn in game that is like the equivalent of it. So the hard currency in this is silver. So I've got like 2,000 silver that I've purchased. The soft currency is bright dust. You can earn that one. You'll notice that all of these here are all silver, but this column here and then this little page here are all bright dust, and they cycle each week. And so if there's something in silver that you like, if you wait long enough, it's going to show up here on the bright dust list. And that's basically how you typically get your currencies. And occasionally, as you're playing, you'll get these bright engrams. So engrams, if I go over here, I'll show you what an engram looks like.
Well, Titan,
So these are engrams right here. These are prime engrams, so that means they're at my level. There's also pinnacle engrams. When I was talking about pinnacles, that's what that is. It'd be a pinnacle engram. But occasionally you'll get these like white-looking ones called bright engrams. And those are basically you get something free from the store. It won't be anything current, but anything that has happened before, you have a random chance of getting from the store. And so as you're playing and you level up, when you get to a certain point in your level, you'll just occasionally get bright engrams, and that'll be a free way to get cosmetics as well. All right, I'll take you to the helm. So I'm going to take me to the helm. Helm, yeah.
Take you to the hell.
It's helm time. Welcome, Sir Helmington. Oh, more liquids. Yeah, the honestly, the economy system that they have in here, there are some things that people have issues with, and justifiably. I definitely don't want to make it sound like, that's a them problem. It is an issue. There are some things that are kind of problematic, but in general, the economy system that they've built is great because for the speed of this game, it is a very fast turnaround, and I love that. I love the fact that everything that you're doing is progressing your character, as opposed to like in a classic MMO, you're grinding for gold, and then you got to go find a person that has the thing you want for gold, and then it'll probably be a recipe. So now you got to go make the thing, which then requires components, and those components are either more grinding or more gold. This game, it's like playing Borderlands with an MMO aspect attached. So it's just keep killing, drop your guns, use those guns, get better armor, wash, rinse, repeat. What I do expect, so there's been a handful of announcements and rumors about this game, and I've been kind of trying to keep track of them because not obviously, like anytime you have a rumor mill, that rumor mill is, some are right, some are, just total baloney. And finding that blend in between is kind of interesting. And I've noticed a few trends that, based off of what I know for the direction, do make sense. And part of what I think is coming when they finish the saga, which that core gameplay is coming out in June, assuming there aren't any more delays. And honestly, I don't think they will, because it'd just be not good for them. When it comes out in June, they have then 1 year of 3 episodes as follow-up content. If you bought the season pass for the year, the annual pass. After that, they have not announced what's going to happen next. My belief is they are not going to put out as Destiny 3, at least initially, because of the quality of life work that they've done in the game over the last year. It'd be an investment that'd just be thrown out. I don't think that they would want to do that. So I think that that's kind of hinting towards them doing some work on it. One thing I've heard rumor-wise is that the year after, they are not going to do anything with the game itself in terms of like an expansion. They're going to take like a year off for the expansions. They'll probably have something out. They can't just have it sit. It won't be good. They'll do something. But if this is true, they're not going to do any expansions for the game for at least a year. And I think what they're going to do then is spend that time refactoring, cleaning up, doing so many things that they've needed to do for so long. Because this game wasn't built to be an MMO. This game was built to be a 2-year product under Activision Blizzard, and then they were going to go on to Destiny 3. But they slowly shifted it into the quasi-MMO that it is now. I think they're going to really lean in towards that. So I think we're going to see some more economy refinement. I think we're also going to see some more personalized gameplay styling. And some of the rumors I've heard kind of lean towards that. But right now, it's all kind of vague news. Can you get attached to a loadout and weapons? Yes, and I am a perfect example. So I am the guy that really annoys a lot of the hardcore teams. Going back to that whole hardcore casual thing, I build out my my loadout, and I rarely change it because I'm too lazy. But so many people I know, so over here we've got you can build custom loadouts over here. I'm too lazy to do it. Yep.
Keeping it break to take the dog out. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, in this game, you can actually build custom loadouts, and there's actually third-party tools via APIs that you can use to build even more loadouts, more detailed stuff. It's crazy what you can do. But me, I tend to sit on the same thing because I'm just too damn lazy. But I do have a few like small tweaks I'll do. But honestly, so as an example, this is my solar loadout. I have a solar Titan here. And what I'll do with her is if I need to do Strand, I literally will go Berserker. I will swap over to this helmet, and I will probably put on these legs. And now I'm in my Strand form. Like that's the way I tend to play because I am inherently lazy. But honestly, the that factor, this style of play, is exactly what most people love about this game. Is you can make so many different unique loadouts. It's bonkers. Are you a class? Well, I mean, I'm a class all my own. I mean, we know this. That's a science fact. No, it's a full class system. So these are the available classes right now. So there's 3. Well, taking a half step back, one of the core aspects of Destiny's story is, and hence the reason they called the saga this. It's the light versus dark saga. We started off like way back in Destiny 1. If you remember when Dinklebot woke us up from, the middle of Russia, we were a light class person. What we were in terms of class-wise, that subclass, that was what we got to pick when we first started, whether we were a Titan, whether we were a Hunter, or whether we were a Warlock, but we were all light class, or all disciples of the light, effectively. Light bearers, that was the right word. Then we were trying to fight the evil darkness. Well, fast forward into about halfway through the storyline from Destiny 2, we found out that that darkness is just a tool. It just so happens that the people that are, that really are our nefarious nemeses happen to wield it. we have also learned how to wield some of the darkness as well. And that was like a big drama thing. So they're like, you don't do that. Now you're bad. You know, you're a bad freaking light bearer because you do darkness. We don't know what's going to go on now. Now you're going to blow up the world. We don't know. But now we've finally gotten to the point where we understand that it's just a tool. So instead of just having like solar, arc, and void, which were the original light classes, we now can harness stasis, which is the first one we learned, and strand, which we just learned last year. And rumor has it that there's going to be a third one, probably within the episodes era of the last final shape. But that's total rumor territory. But yeah, because of that, we now have 5 different subclasses we can pick. And that's just on our base class itself. So I'm a Titan. I also have a Hunter. I also have a Warlock, just so I have a little bit of everything. But all of them have all 5 of these subclasses to choose from. And the nice thing is, to add to that diversity, almost all of the subclasses, actually I do think all of them now, I could be wrong. Stasis, I'm trying to remember, I haven't used Stasis in a bit, have multiple supers, which are ults, are procs. You know, there's multiple different terms for it. In this game, they call them supers. They all have multiple choices, so you can really kind of narrow down and personalize how your gameplay works. But moreover, one thing they did over the last year and a half is they refactored all of these subclasses to use keywords, which is unsurprisingly very similar to like role-playing, like tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons, etc., where the keywords describe, like, they're verbs. They basically describe what you can do, and these verbs have different effects. And because of that, they've now very much focused what all of these subclasses are capable of, which makes it so you can personalize them even more. So before it was like, you know, I'm fire, I burny, I blow up things, I'm fire. What do? I fire, you know. But now it's like, I'm fire. I can scorch things, I can incinerate, but I can also make things radiant. So I have like I have a buff. It's not all destruction. There's another side to it. Because one of the classic things you do when you're designing a tabletop game, at least, is you have 2 aspects to everything. You need a defensive and an offensive. But before, everything was offensive. It's all about, how do I splat you, and maybe I'll slap a couple of, heals or whatever. Now everything has defensive and exactly, yin and yang. You need defensive and offensive because it makes the gameplay more interesting. You don't have to just be the stereotypical burn. Maybe you're heal, or defend. Like, all of these are viable options now. But they did create the original keywords off of the core concepts for it. So how does that work in gameplay? That's a good question. Do you trigger cooldowns? Why, yes, I do. So while Alien is out, let me first off, I guess, deal with what I came here for. So this is the Spirit of Riven. The main thing about the area I'm in is, actually, here, I'll give you a little bit more than you probably give a crap about. But that's me giving 110%, even when 20% is all you ask for. Coming out here. So this is the Helm, the hub for emergency logistics and maneuvers. Really what this is it's a seasonal space. This center room pretty much is the same all year round, but each of the ends of this room represent kind of a individual season for a year's worth of gameplay. This was the first season's gameplay, which was Season of the Hunt? Lost? Season of the something. There was a season here. Just trust me. So basically that hub right there is how I would interact with all the seasonal stuff, because it's still technically here until the final shape comes out. So I could go over here, blah, 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 blah. I can, if I was to pick this up, I would have access to all the other stuff. Every season has its own heirloom, but once you switch to a new season, they drop these off because they take up space. So if I picked it up, I could then interact with this stuff. But here's all the seasonal rewards. So if I did seasonal activities, I could earn these. But I can also go into here and I can focus these seasonal engrams I would get, which apparently I've got 2 of, to make these weapons or to make this armor. And they have random potential perks for all these weapons and armors and stuff. And so I could come in here and spend my stuff there to get super cool stuff. Then over here in the back was the second season. Like, that's my cat. I put that cat there. No, this was the second. Yeah, okay, sorry. That was the season before. My bad. Over here. Hey, listen, over here. Right here. This was 2 seasons ago. This was Season of the Deep, where we got to go talk to a giant worm that lives on in the waters of Titan. I think she's gone, though. Nope, she's here. She's just taking a nap. There she is. She's got wrinkle eyes. But she's good people. She's good people. She helped us stop a bad guy. Life was good. Okay, we'll go through here. And then last is the one that I was just in very briefly. And that was Season of the Witch, which was pretty cool. We were doing like Arcana card spell shit, which was pretty cool. Right over here. That was this region over here. Like your shelter or house? Kind of. I would say it fulfills the purpose, but it isn't. None of this is stuff that we mechanically control. And moreover, with the exception of purchasing stuff, like all the other stuff we can do here, we could do most anywhere else. So yes, but not in the full sense that you're thinking of. But I think for a starting point, it's a good parallel. And then this is the current season. This is from Season of the Wish, where we were talking about Spirit of Riven. So if I go over here, this is all the seasonal crap I can purchase. I am trying to finish out the crafting, the weapon crafting for this season. And you'll see these little red boxes here. So those were unlocked because this is kind of that whole multi-layer, lots of crap to do kind of thing I was talking about. Over here, we have seasonal bonuses. So these are seasonal challenges. They're individual challenges that we can do to get extra bright dust and extra XP. So extra soft currency for buying in the store, extra XP to, of course, level you up. And they're just things you can do throughout playing. Like, they don't have a focus. You don't have to be like, oh, to do all these, I got to go to this one place. It's like, let's see, this one I barely touched anything. I could try to go acquire the ornament for the seasonal ritual weapon, a skin. Basically, that's what an ornament is in this, a weapon skin. Oh, or I can go finish weekly playlist challenges, those little yellow circles. Or I could defeat targets with Solar Stasis or Strand in Gambit, which is a gameplay activity. Or complete Crucible matches in competitive playlists, which I'm never going to do. I hate competitive PvP. Or get final blows with kinetic weapons. Why am I not working on that one? That one's easy peasy. Okay, I know what I'm going to be doing for this next run. So those all are seasonal challenges. In addition, there are seasonal bonuses, which are like seasonal challenges, but they give you upgrades for the season. And one of these, here we go, this one right here, Soul Crafting, defeat Vex with reprised Undying weapons to unlock the following seasonal bonus. So occasionally, there were weapons that were dropped that were part of this season called the Season of the Undying. If I use those weapons to kill robots, I will then unlock this. Robots in this game are called Vex, which I did. And my reward was my first Undying weapon engram focused at the Spirit of Riven in the helm. Each week is guaranteed to contain a Deep Sight Resonance. Deep Sight Resonance is basically craftable item that you don't have the pattern for. And that's exactly what this red square is, because it's the first one I will do for each of these weeks. So I've done 2 of those things. One, this is the one with the Season of Undying. And then I also did the same thing for another one that gives me it for a wish. So I can click on each of these and get a free craftable. And I'm still trying to get those all done there. It does. It absolutely does. It is a whole other linguistic world. The nice thing is it is built all on keywords. So once you start understanding the keywords, like everything starts interconnecting. But my God, yeah, it sounds like you're teaching someone Esperanto. It is totally. I agree with your exact thought process. And honestly, to a degree, because it's got so much stuff in it now. Hey, look, I finished that pattern. That was the 5th one I had for that one. Because of that factor, it does make the game a little intimidating. Because it's like, oh my God, look at all this crap to know. It's like, you don't have to know all this crap. You'll pick it up over time. It's no big deal. And just to show you how much I care about these guns, like I'm burning them all. So the nice thing is, because of the fact that I'm working towards making craftable weapons, I don't need this version of it because I'm going to be able to make a better one. And I have no need for it right now, so screw that. So I'm going to just kill all these guns, kill them dead, kill them with a fire. The only one I give a crap about is that ghost right there. That's the yellow one, because I just earned that one. That's my fancy ghost. There we go. All right, so over here, I'm going to delete one of my other ghosts. This one looks silly. We'll get rid of this guy. Yeah, gone. Boom. All right. And in return, we will kidnap this ghost. All right. Now I've got that one. Now, the funny thing is, I actually now, because I got it once, I could technically unlock it in this collection section, but that's a whole other thing. We'll talk about it another time if you're ever interested. Does having a fancy gun make you better performing in the raids? Like how you were just the best killer in that last one? Yes. Now, it isn't a better gun makes things easier, but a better gun is not always required. The thing is, there are a lot of there's LFGs, much like I think any other MMO or anything like that has, right? You're looking for groups. And there are a lot of people that use a specific weapon as a shorthand for certain things. Like, for example, back in Destiny 1, if you were going to do the raid called Vault of Glass, they'd be like, Vault of Glass must have Gallarhorn. Like, if you don't have Gallarhorn, you're not going to do well in this, so don't even try talking to us. But you can do the whole thing without Gallarhorn. It's just that it does make it easier because it has certain abilities that just happen to coincide with what they're looking for. So a good example is exotic weapons. Exotic weapons, because they're weird. A lot of people will be looking for particular exotic weapons for particular raids or particular activities. You'll notice these yellow borders. These are the exotics. I've got a lot more of these, but these are just the two that I happen to have on me because I use them all the freaking time. And this one I was using because I was just doing some activities with it earlier. But these are basically these are basically exotics. So there's 3 weapon slots for your weapons. There is the kinetic weapons, which ironically are not just kinetic. We'll talk about that in a moment. There's energy weapons, and then there's power weapons. Kinetic, you always have infinite ammo. So basically when you run out, reload, you're good to go. With energy weapons, you have to look for these green rectangles, which are basically like your ammo refills, which are uncommon, not rare, but just uncommon. And then power weapons, there are these purple bricks that drop everywhere. But in terms of power, like your kinetics are typically your weakest, your energies are kind of your mid, and then your power is usually your strongest. And because of that, you can kind of guess that this has the least amount of ammo, second least, and the most. So that kind of gives you the starting point. There's more to it. I'm just totally giving high level here for the sake of it. And then you have 5 armor slots, 1 for each part of your body. And you can have 1 exotic armor piece and 1 exotic weapon at a time. So right now I'm using Lorelei Splendor Helm. And what that means is anytime I take enough damage that I lose my shield, I basically get down to like a quarter. If I have my class ability charged up, I create a flame right where I'm at, and that'll heal me. That'll start healing me like immediately. So it's a really handy ability to have. It's how come I was able to just keep running around like an idiot while I was talking, was because of the fact that I just set myself on fire and start healing. And then the Sunshot is basically like a hand cannon, which is effectively like a pistol, like a big old honking pistol, like a Dirty Harry pistol. And this one, basically, every time I'm shooting people, if I get a headshot, it makes them explode, which is just satisfying. But this season also has a lot of solar-related benefits, which is why you'll notice solar class, solar weapon. Like, I'm very solar-themed. All right, so I'm going to take us out to an open world area so I can kind of show you some of this crap I'm talking about in action. Let's go Watcher's Grave. Watcher's Grave. It's classic. It's a classic place. It's classic. Everybody loves it. God, all this talking. I'm getting parched. Delicious. Glad I filled this bottle before I started my stream. Interesting how they make an MMO kind of thing from gunfighting. 100%. I never would have guessed they would have done something like this. So if I go over here, so you want to feel weak, that's right. I don't want to be weak. I must be strong. So this is a Vex. And you'll notice they have that little white belly button. That's what affectionately is known as their juice box. That is their vulnerable spot. So you'll see I got white damage, even shooting their head off. They're still, just running around. Their belly button is where they're weakest. So I'm like, boo, 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 in their belly button. And so that guy, you see, he had a purple shield. That was a void shield, which means that if I was using void, when it bursts, it would actually stun him, which is kind of nice. Let me go over here. I'm right next to where people spawn in, so I'm going to have some contenders as I'm trying to show you crap. I'm going to go over here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Free chest. I like free chests. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Free junk. Nice. Okay. So this right here is Rufus's Fury. This was a raid... what? Excuse me. Oh. Well, that was a little bit more than I was expecting. Okay. Here's the deal. If you're anywhere where they have a something else spawn in, an event just basically started right there, and so because it spawned in, it's like, well, you don't belong there. We'll physics you out of the way. So over here, yeah, the chest. I already showed the chest. Oh yeah, so this is Rufus's Fury. Hi there, buddy. Rufus's Fury is basically a raid weapon from Root of Nightmares, which came out last year. And it is technically in the kinetic slot, but if you notice in the lower left corner, where you see the rifle icon, you'll see the green sort of twisty knot. That's actually the strand icon. This is a strand weapon, because if I notice here, all the weapons here are either arc, solar, or void. Those are all the light abilities. They didn't have a place to put darkness weapons, and so they doubled them up with the kinetic weapons. But it also does mean, because of the fact that you don't want to be able to OP with two super powerful weapons, the kinetic slotted darkness weapons are a little bit weaker than the energy slotted light weapons. But that's all right, because this auto rifle, it hurts. So you'll notice below the rapid fire frame part, it has these little descriptors: reconstruction, target lock, harmonic resonance, minor spec. And you'll notice the two yellows with the up arrows. Those are because it's crafted. I actually have the enhanced versions of those two items. So if I bring up the listing, I can actually mouse over these. So this one, Arrowhead Break, greatly increases recoil, increases handling speed. Those are just numbers. You can see the bar chart on the right-hand side for that stuff. Ricochet Rounds, it bounces off of surfaces, which is super fun. Love bouncing off of surfaces. Reconstruction, this is what makes it one of my favorite default weapons. This weapon reloads itself at an improved rate over time, up to double capacity. So while I'm just twiddling my thumbs, it actually reloads itself, which is pretty satisfying. Target Lock. Damage increases by an improved amount the longer this weapon remains on target. So if I'm shooting something big, the longer I'm shooting it, the more it done hurty hurt. And then this is an inherent trait to all the raid weapons from Root of Nightmare, Harmonic Resonance. Equipping multiple weapons from this set grants this weapon increased reload speed and handling. So if I put multiple weapons on from that raid, I get a bonus on all those weapons for that. And then the last thing is minor spec. I do extra damage to rank and file, just goons, basically. So because of that, if I go I want to find a couple of folk. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, actually, so I'm going to go to this flag. This flag indicates there's a public event coming, which is like a small temporary event that's kind of unique. But the main reason I want to do it is I rally. It gives me all my ammo and a super, so I'm ready to rock and do stuff. I'm going to come over here. Oh, yeah. Let me invite Alien back in. Came back from the doggo walk. There we go. So if I come over here, so you'll notice that I'm able to get a good bead on him. Now, this guy, look how quick I can kind of drain him, and it's because I can focus all that firepower. Now, this guy, This is the what's that thing called? Sunshot. That's right. So here, I'm just gonna let them beat up on me. Up on the top center, you'll see my life. Let's see if they can actually get it there before I start automatically healing. Come on. I'm gonna show you basically what the helmet does.
I was just saying, do you have the helmet on?
Yeah. Come on. See, they're kind of slow, so it takes them a little bit to do the shooting, but they're getting there. Okay, I'm a little over halfway. Come on. There we go. Keep going. There we go. So saw how it popped, and all of a sudden, had like a red warning. If it wasn't for the healing, I'd be in deep trouble. But fortunately, I've got my little Healy thing, and it just automatically starts healing me up. It's pretty nice. So now the Sunshot, see that yellow explosion? That's what the Sunshot does, and it can change. So you can make something else blow up, which makes something else blow up. That's very satisfying. Let me go over here. Whee! And this right here is a the Titan's type of jump. All three of them have different jump types. Mine is more of like a rocket pack. Little Boba Fett action over here. Up 20 seconds. There's a public event coming in a moment.
Sweet.
So you had to grind to get the best version of this gun. Well, with the Sunshot, with Exotics specifically, they only have two versions. They've got the base version, which is what you'll get anytime you earn it. And then some of them have a catalyst, which basically takes the base version and upgrades it with some unique ability. I believe I've got the specifically, I believe it has a catalyst. Yeah, it does have a catalyst. So I got the Sunshot catalyst. But yeah, that was basically one of the things I ground for. And the nice thing is, a lot of this, the exotic stuff is mission-based for grinding, which is what I really like about it. There are some that are just rando world drops, so as you kill stuff, you'll just see it drop. But my favorite type of stuff is the stuff that has like missions or narrative story behind it. That's what gets me. That's what sucks me in.
I was gonna say, isn't Sunshot one that was the catalyst was randomly dropped and you got random kills?
I think so. I think that one was a random start one.
Because it's one of the launch exotics. So
Oh yeah, it's an
been
oldie.
around.
It's definitely an
It's been
oldie.
around for a while. A lot of the old ones are just, they started so
Yeah.
Solstice had they kind of like started doing MMO stuff later with the exotic missions. Those were just...
That's what really kind of sucked me in. So this public event, basically, you do one of two things to complete them. The basic thing is, you'll notice on the left-hand side, we have 10 integrations, which basically means we don't want these guys to sacrifice themselves at this center object, which you can hear someone sacrificing. There we go. I got him. As long as they don't sacrifice, we complete it. The second thing we can do is turn this into a heroic mission, which is tougher, but usually has better rewards. And they don't announce publicly how to do that. You actually have to kind of figure it out. And we've, the community basically figures it out and shares it on the internet and stuff. In this case, what we have to do is there's going to be 3 of these plates, and you see the lines kind of coming out from the center. That tells you where the plates are. So I'm finishing one. I saw Alien was working on one, and I think he actually finished it and is working on the third one now. So there, I finished this plate. Now he's working on one. So now I can just kind of hang out here in the center to help pop stuff. But he's using Wish Ender, which is a great distance bow. Do you have Wish Keeper?
Not much keeper.
Oh, Lethophobia?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's fast. Low damage, really fast. I say
yeah.
really fast, but maybe when it gets up right now, it'll be even faster.
That purple thing right there, that's the heavy brick I was talking about. So I'm going to switch over to my heavy weapon. This was a raid weapon from another raid called Deepstone Crypt. And this weapon is kind of very similar to that auto rifle I was talking about in that it basically will magically kind of refuel itself. It is great on focus. There we go. So you finished the third plate. Now we have a heroic event. So now all we have to do is finish the timer on the left, but more crap is coming out, like this guy. I'm going to name him Steve. So here's my super. So this is the super I currently use, which is part of why they affectionately call my build type Bonk Titan. So I like to throw hammers. I like to bonk. I also have a base hammer, which is also pretty powerful, but the problem is I have to go chase this one down. There we go. Oh,
One sacrifice.
we lost one. Fortunately, it's not degree of success. It's either we succeed or fail. So we're fine on that. Go. Not that.
Oh, whoops.
And that purple like tether right there, that is Alien's super. So he is playing a Void Hunter, and they have the ability to throw out this tether that basically slows down or stuns and damages, which is pretty satisfying. Hunter is used to be my absolute fave, now it's kind of my secondary go-to. But they are super fun. Now I'm all about bonking. The power of the bonk.
Should have enough orbs back there.
Oh yeah. So these orbs will speed up my super ability, which is the bar on the bottom, that yellow bar. But we only got like 5 seconds left on this thing. Boop. There we go. Victory.
Fire down. Eat that.
And then the reward is that chest, which right now, because I'm so deep into the end game, like it's just garbage stuff. But like when you're starting, it's handy to get, 'cause it'll drop weapons, it'll give you glimmer, which is basically like space cash. Lots of neat stuff.
Actually.
Yeah.
I have 15,000.
Nice. I got 13. You're a fancy
I
man.
don't remember them giving that much glimmer before. Oh, did they make the update now?
Yeah. You can now hold up to 500k in glimmer. And then you also have the Sparrow, which is basically like your ground vehicle.
Spending it like I was worried about
Yeehaw!
cap. It changes everything.
I can just recall it again. Sweet jumps. Whee! But yeah, there's some nice little features in there. So that's kind of you know, the funny thing is I saw these stone and I was instantly thinking of Pal World, and I was like, I want to collect them, and they didn't do anything when I came near, and it weirded me out.
Why can't I do the thing?
Why can't I collect
that's
stone?
right.
Absolutely. Always happy to walk through Destiny 2, because I've been playing it entirely too long. For too long.
I do really like the fact that you like when you're supposed to be a chain product. Like
Yep.
guys, anything that goes stretched out, like it's stretched out past its intended use, and its intended use is only a couple of years, and it's been around for almost a decade. 7 years?
7 years for Destiny 2,
Yeah.
and 10 for the whole product. Yeah, it is definitely a tough. It's got a hard entry point, and unfortunately, the changes that they made about 3 years ago didn't really improve that. Because originally, what they had was the initial campaign called the Red War that people could play through, and it'll teach them how the game works. They got rid of that because they actually had to vault some of the content because the game was getting too bloated, and in the process, they lost their starter experience, and that made it really hard for people to learn how to play. And they've since then added a new user experience, and it's improving over time. It's kind of like New Babbage, effectively. You know how they're just slowly evolving the new user experience each iteration, but it's still just it's not fully there, and they are very community dependent, and they're actually adding tools. So if I go over here to where is that thing? Oh, wait, it's over in people. Yeah, right over here. So they added this thing called Fire Team Finder, and specifically that is designed so you can try to find groups for how to play the game. You know what kind of gameplay you're trying to do, and they also added, where is that listing here? They added this thing called Guardian Ranks, which is kind of like, you know, find a buddy sort of a thing. If you look at a rank, you can tell kind of how far they've been playing the game. Guardian rank 10 is like there's 11 tops, and I could go for 11, but honestly I do not care about the content required for it. So 10 is usually where I sit. It refreshes each season because of the fact there's new content. So you kind of have to like re-qualify, so to speak. You start off at 6 and you can go up to 10. But fortunately, most of the stuff you've done, if it hasn't changed, you automatically are completed with it. But you can tell if, like, say someone's like 1 through 3, they're brand new. So you can be like, hey, I'm gonna, help you out. Vice versa. If you're, brand new and you're like, oh, look, a 6 or a 10, you're like, this guy will probably know what's going on. But yeah, still, it's mostly community help, people teaching people kind of a thing, and a lot of the time it's someone bringing their friend in. It's not people. Often it's not people just kind of coming in out of nowhere. Yeah, you're 100% right. It's shoot things, get things. That is really ultimately the core of the game, which is why it's probably so easy to kind of pick up. And that's the one thing I really do like about this game is, with the exception of a couple of the higher end content items, you can hop on for 20 minutes, 30 minutes and accomplish something, which you can't do in a lot of other MMOs. It takes too much investment to get going. So that is the perk. The closest parallel I would probably say in terms of active games is either Division 2 or Warframe. And Warframe I feel like is a little bit closer than Division 2.
I'd honestly say that Warframe is even more like there's more lead up in there. You can definitely jump in and do things, but
I still
you
don't
do
understand it. Yeah.
you still gotta do so much to just get the grasp. I think you have to put like 100 hours in just to grasp which way's up and to be doing the right things. Destiny, definitely the first 20 hours, you're gonna be like, okay, this is the most effective way to do this. It doesn't take that long.
100%.
But then again, you can easily put like us thousands of hours.
Yep, 100%. Oh, actually, to the point I was making, or I was bringing up earlier, there are tools that this is one thing I think they probably, and this is actually from their old Halo legacy. They created third-party APIs that other other people can create tools for, and they've done a great job with this. One sec, I'm gonna bring a couple of them up that are really, really useful here. So this one right here, this is DIM, Destiny Item Manager. I can actually manage all of my equipment through this tool. They also even have a mobile phone version, which is pretty nice. And I can actually, like you'll notice occasionally you'd see stuff pop into my, a screen over here on the right-hand side. That was me dragging stuff on my streaming computer to do that. So, for example, if I wanted to take this off and, let's see, oh, one second, let me refresh. Because every week they update the manifest, which is like the details of the game. So I have to remember to do that. There we go. So once we've got that updated, so let's say I take this guy, put it over here, and I want to use, here we go, Necrochasm. Necrochasm's pretty fun, sure. Drag it over here. You'll notice, you won't be able to see my hand. What am I doing? You'll notice on the right-hand screen, boom, I've now just brought over Necrochasm. Yeah, dude, I've got so much crap. This is what 7 years of playing will do to you, man. And these are my three characters. So I've got my Titan, my Warlock, and my Hunter. And it's really handy for that. The other tool that's really useful is Braytech. That's the one I use the most. There's lots of other tools, but those are the two I use the most. So, I haven't authenticated in a bit. Yeah, reload. Select. One sec. Reload. There we go. Loadouts. Loadouts. There we go. Select. Authenticate. Titan. There we go. Oh my goodness. I don't use this computer for Braytech too often, so it was a little out of date there. Okay, so the nice thing about this is I can actually track all like the missions and crap that I'm working on. So you'll notice on the screen, I've got that little, let me kind of jiggle it so you can see it. This little overlay here. This is actually my Braytech being superimposed via OBS, because what I'm actually looking at is this screen right here, and specifically this Wishbearer. So these are all the titles you can earn in the game. Wishbearer is the one I'm currently working on, and I only have 2 things left on it. So this is basically a way I can track my missions. I could track like what goals I'm trying to do. I can track what stuff I've earned. Commendations. It has a good list of maps. I can have a list of like all the stuff. Every week, certain things cycle so that there's always kind of new stuff. This kind of lets me keep track of that stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff, information overload. So I won't go too deep into it, but like it's nice to have these 2 tools, because then you can kind of just plan your stuff, track your stuff. Because as you can imagine, doing that with mouse and cursor in game would be a lot. So it's pretty handy to have that feature available. Let's see.
Definitely fits the if you want a checklist to go do things.
Mhm.
Braytech.
Braytech's great for the checklist. So this right here is Necrochasm. And I'll just show you, just so you can kind of see how this is different from the other ones. So this is also an auto rifle, but it's a very different weapon. It actually speeds up the more I kill. And it also will start generating damage, little explodey damages. This guy's just a little tough boy. There we go. And here. Pop him. Pop him. It's very satisfying. It's a good little gun. But those, this and Rufus's Fury are the same type, but as you can see, their like play style are kind of different. That's one of the big appeals for me. It's like if I'm going to play an FPS game, I like it that I can choose different weapons and have them do completely different things. Let's see. I also have my sword, so I can go run around. Yeah. Very satisfying. Let me go over here and do a quick murder of these guys. Just a quick murder. Thank you. Coming through. Just gonna kill you. Chop. And chop. And then I can chop. Chop. It's a good way for flying around. And then there's one, this weapon sucks for attacking, but it is great for moving around because I can do this. It's great for like lunging across the field nice and quick. Very satisfying. But yeah, there's lots of different ways to play the game, and that's, I think, what really makes it, for me at least, something I can stick to for a while. Now, the thing is, I've been sticking to this for, let's see, Pandemic, Follow, Carry the 2, 4 years straight. So, like, that's the reason I've kind of started shifting to other stuff for a while. But, like, when Final Shape comes out, I'll definitely be back. Honestly, anytime a new event comes out, hence Moments of Triumph when it came out, like, I'll be back. I love going through the stuff. But the thing is, until we get to the expansion, like, me getting through the stuff is just pretty darn quick at the moment. Unless I have other people to you know, show how to play, etc. So, hey, Expat, if you're ever interested, you know, totally happy to run you through. Shall we coil up again?
Yeah, we can go up again.
It's coiling time.
Just getting kills.
Getting kills. Yeah, I could walk you through the complete noob experience. Let's see. Coily, coily, coil. There we go.
Oh, I got a shiny on the ground.
But I think a good parallel for it for me is kind of exactly what we were talking about towards the beginning. You know, like, it's why we're probably not playing as much Star Citizen right now. It's like we know something's coming soon. We know that it's going to make things better. And right now we've done what is the same. You know, we've done what's out there. Now, I've done it less than you. I know that. But it's, you know, I've still played the bulk of the stuff. I've done a lot of salvaging, done bounty hunting, you know, and it's like, I don't want to burn myself out. Off I go to other things. Same thing for Destiny 2. It's like, anytime someone's like, dude, I want to play, I want to work on this, I jump in. But if it's just me, I don't want to push myself over that edge where it's like, I don't want to play anymore. It's just not fun, you know? So it's like, I'm off playing other stuff, you know, so that I don't burn myself out and I can come back with that joy, you know? So satisfying. All right. Deafening silence. That's a great subtitle there. Maybe one of these days I'll add it to my list to try again. Yeah, let me know. If you ever do, I'm happy to, you know, walk you through it, grab a couple of streams out of it. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You're not grabbing anything initially, are you?
No, I never get for the first one because you get a bonus if you get the level 2s or 3s. So I saved mine for 2 and 3 instead of spending on 1.
That's what
Fire team, this is a search and destroy mission.
I'll see how it goes.
Locate
I was
enemy
using that
leadership
300%
and
on
take them
the
out.
charge melee,
With
so
any
I always
luck,
know.
severing the head.
Oh, it's definitely worth it.
The
It's
rest
definitely
without
worth it.
coordination or
But
focus.
yeah,
It'll
for
make
me,
any
it's
remaining
it's
forces
purely the
easier
mechanics
to
of it. Since
engage.
all I
But
need
also
is like a
slow the
handful of
tide
the.
of reinforcements.
Now I
The-
don't care because
We only need
we
to buy
did
you
the
and
hardest
Queen
thing
Little more
already,
Yep,
which
that's
is
true.
complete it platinum. Like, I would love to complete it again at platinum, but like,
Oh yeah,
it's not a requirement. I don't
Yeah.
need to do it
the
anymore.
requirements off the
will make
list,
all the
100%. And we also got the wishing wall. That was one I didn't have last time either.
Wishing wall.
That was the final room because we got all the way to the end. Like, if we finish it, that's one thing. But if we finish it with platinum, that's what allowed us to go through the portal into the wishing wall room,
Makes sense.
which I have never done before. I did good enough.
Oh, so you can still finish it, but you don't get
Oh, yeah.
to do good enough. And
Yeah,
you
you'll-
don't get in.
You'll just get like 1 or 2 chests as opposed to like chest party like we got in that one. So each of these coils that we're doing, oh my god, leave me alone, you bad people. I'm just gonna stand in my fire. Yeah, so each of these coil steps that we're taking, we have to hit 3 plates, which that's one of them right there. I got one of them. Looks like we've got 2 of them, so we just need 1 left. But the thing is, we also have this pervading darkness. You'll notice on the left-hand side, if it gets to times 10, you die. So you got to go on these things to reset it.
Did we get
But-
the secret chest already or no?
I have not gotten the secret chest. I'm just looking for it now. I got a couple of pots. Oh, there's another pot.
There's another pop back here that I was going to possibly do.
And the pots are what give us the points for buying upgrades in between. Very roguelike. And they also are what give us the points for these unlocks.
Our friend replaced the Marty's gold.
Rushing forward or just instantly dying?
Instantly dying.
Fair. He may be a youngster. He may
He's
be.
he's
Eh,
an 8, so.
he's an 8. Well, maybe he's had a long day of not being good at this game.
Maybe he skipped his workout. That's what he did.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, we missed the. Ah!
I got the last plate. I got it.
Okay.
Boop. Plate
I
plated.
totally just walked past it, but no problem.
No worries.
Their corruption may reshape these holes. Deal
Your mom
with
may
them
reshape these
before
holes.
the path collapses
Whoa,
around
whoa,
us.
violence.
And then after we finish one of those little pathways, then we have the mini boss, where we kill a bunch of dudes. Then they'll poop out a torch, and then we gotta light these guys right here. Here come the big boys. Big boys. Take it. Clear shard. The ball. I'll get the ball. The burn stuff. Whoosh. Fire badge, be pretty. Ugh. My ball. Fire! Ah! Boy, am I glad I had that on.
No possibles.
I don't see anybody else. Oh, there. Hi, Bob.
His name's now Bob.
Yeah, that's right. What's his name? El Goldo Otaku.
Alright.
Feel my wrath, Bob.
He's just. Bob is okay.
Yeah, poor Bob. Bobu.
He's crying.
He's having just the greatest. Gimme. Got those. Yeah, so the point score that we have is in the lower right corner. We got 19,100, and we have to reach certain thresholds to open those secret doors. And you can see that's where the chest is. Oop! We just went over 20, which was what we needed. Oh my god, look at that party. Satisfying.
Got it. I can't wait to get the wish.
Are you working on your wish?
I think so.
Nice. I just realized I'm gonna
I
swap out
grabbed one.
here.
I have no idea what it does right now.
Oh, do you grab them? I didn't even do that.
Yeah, you have to talk to Nara, I think.
Oh, I did do that. Never mind. I did that when I did my Moments of Triumph. It's all coming back to me now.
I don't remember what I have to do, but I grabbed on. So, I just know I need to do coil. Because
Ah, valid point. Yeah, that's probably all of it. Let's see. Where's the last one? I think over here. If it ain't, at the very least, I know there's going to be a light thingy around this corner. Hello, light thingy.
Oh, complete rift generator located in the Strand within the Dreaming City.
Oh, yeah.
So it's that. Dreaming City activities and public events. I'll be leveling up weapons.
There you go.
Some other thing.
That works. That 100% works. So, Expat, when you were playing last, do you remember what class you were playing?
He's running in, right?
I appreciate his enthusiasm.
Oh, no, sorry.
Right? I mean, there is a little bit of Leroy Jenkins in here.
Oh,
I love this. I'm using my Necrochasm to get my kinetics completed.
I guess they were actually. Yeah.
Right?
It's not a special.
I don't believe it is. I'm going to check in a moment just to make sure I'm not wasting my time. But I'm pretty sure. Oh, God. Times 7. Times 7. Oh, God. Times 8. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, that was close. I think it was Destiny 1.
Oh, so you have lots of those.
Do you remember the type of character? Was it like roguish? 'Cause that'd probably be a. I was just gonna say ranger. That's not right. Hunter. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's effectively a ranger, space ranger. If it was a big defendy one, it would be a titan. If it was wizardy, it would be the warlock. Faust's shield is down. Well, you know what? I'm down to be down with his being down.
He is.
Well, he is being smashed.
Smash.
See, notice I haven't had to reload this frickin' thing at all because, that's its one power. Yeah, satisfying.
That's right. One go.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Have fun lurking. That's always, in my opinion, kind of one of the most awkward things about raiding. Is I want to be sociable and I want to say hi, but also I've done my stream and I want to chill, but I don't want to only chill. It's a tough one. It's a tough balance to walk. All right, let's see. Which one am I gonna get? I'm going to get this guy. Ah, Expat, you're the best. I'm glad. I'm super glad.
50 scorched debuff stacks? Wow.
Right? It's satisfying.
That's crazy.
It is super good. Well, keep in mind also I was using Sunshot, so I was like
How many
scorching with scorching.
How do you like? How, the scorch doesn't stack that way?
Yeah.
Like,
Scorch is just a
Our
keyword,
bargain
so
with
Scorch
Rhythm
will
is
stack with
complete,
Scorch.
But the confluence remains vulnerable while we await.
Yo, dog, I heard you like
Stacks.
Scorch.
Corsairs stand
many
guard
stacks
at
does it
every
go up to?
entrance
I
leading
thought it
into
was
the
100.
city.
After 100, it explodes.
Won't lose another inch.
that makes more
Neither
sense.
will the Guardian.
Hold on.
Let them shoulder this burden.
Which is
Well, that
great
makes
because
sense.
the explosions will then apply Scorch.
Yeah, as I say, I can make.
They
this
have seen
one.
enough of war.
I got incandescent. And, what's it called?
Oh, Jesus, hold on. I just realized something. I know, Expat, you don't care,
Reconstruction and incandescent on.
but I feel because you're super awesome and you're always showing support to me that I want to give a shout out to Expat Brat because she's super awesome. Now the funny thing is, I think everyone here in the chat at the moment is from Expat Brat bringing him over, but I feel it's appropriate. All right. Let's get in there. Butta. Look at all these guys. They're so rude. Ah, it's so hot. It's hot. I gotta stand on my fire.
I found some fucking hotness.
Oh, that's the magic door.
You're getting some-
We were pretty darn close last time. I was pretty sure we were about to go over. Oh, and a couple more here. This is what I do. I just contribute to the pot numbers. El Goldo, what are you doing? Quick, grab your stuff. El Goldo's going the wrong way.
Oh, no, he came back.
Oh, he did? Oh, good for El Goldo. I was worried. El Goldo. L-O-no-O.
Oh, no, sir.
There, we already got the next one.
Oh my god. We're doing quite well.
Indeed we are.
We keep finding those extra lives in those pots, and it's like, okay, this is helpful. Oh, this one I get.
Enemies ahead.
I kind of like this one. The thing that is a little annoying is just the pre-kill. You got to kill enough dudes to
Yeah.
make the other dude trigger, but once you do, oh, it's so satisfying. I love exploding people's necrochasm. Yeah, so for this one, what we have to do, if you notice on the left-hand side, it says Scorn defeated. So these bad guys are a race of zombified fallen called the Scorn, and we have to kill enough of them to hit 100%. Once we do that, these glowy fightery dudes are going to pop out, and when those glowy fightery dudes pop out, then we can kill them and take this disease off of them, which if we hold on to that disease for too long, we'll die. But if we shoot these guys with the disease, they're not immune anymore, so we can bust up their shields. And if we get all 3 of those dudes, we will also get a multiplier, so we'll do even more damage. So here's the dude. See him? Mr. Zing Zong here? That's his official name. Oh, so I've gotten 1 virus. There we go. That's 2. There he is. Number 3. You know what? Why don't we double this up? I'm going to kill him. There we go. And I'm super. Let's go! So that's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Yeah, if you get the times 3, man. Oh, so satisfying. Yeah, every time I see someone running this that doesn't really know that trick, they're always going with the times 1, and it takes forever. The times 3, it's like melty,
Like
melt.
hammer.
Right? Feels so good. Butta. You are a jerk. Enjoy my hammer. You know, despite El Goldo dying, we're actually doing pretty good. Look at our
I was
revival
saying, we're
list.
not doing it all bad.
We just wanted to run with a handicap, that's all.
Yeah. Question really kind
Oh, cool. You got those? All right. Works for me. Hi, guys. Time to murder. It's Death O'Clock. Oh, so fun. All right. Oh. There. Spring.
Take care of those.
There you go. El Goldo Otaku. All right. Now we'll get our magic chest. Huh. Ah! Yeah, shards! Shardy shards! Alright, there you go. Oh god, why did I choose that direction? No regrets!
I was gonna say.
So this is what death's like.
It's not too bad. It's okay.
Alright. No regrets. Yeah, I got 2 regrets. Yeah, I know about you, Poison Bomb. Probably.
Is it every 10?
I think so. I think it is now. It used to not be, but I think they tweaked that. Bada.
Stay back here.
There's 2. There's 3. Morphle. Super duper murder fun. Yes, feel the rage. Oh god, it's really hot. Yeah, I noticed that. No one told me it was so painful over here. Oh wait, 3, 2, 1, I forgot something! I forgot about the whole needing to go and not die.
That's alright. Our friend's gonna die too. Or did he already plan this?
I think he's doing okay. He's like, what are these chumps doing? Do I have to carry them through this whole game?
He's Thunderlord. He's Thunderlord.
Oh, nice. That would explain it. Man, we've been like bad-mouthing El Goldo the whole time, and he's the only one that like so far is flawlessing this part.
I made the same mistake. Screaming out. Oh, hi.
I survived the guys, and then like as I was running up the stairs, I was like, wait, what's my timer? 3, 2, well, shit. Well, shit. I'm shooting you in the face. This is a regretful action. He's almost dead. Ah, almost. We got one. Here, Steven.
Come on.
Cheer up, Guardian. Huh. Is this you?
Yeah, it's me.
Bye.
This is gonna get me. Oh.
It makes you feel any better? No, nothing. Oh,
I did that.
okay. I hope someone can get him because I didn't get him. But what I can
Yep.
do,
I'm gonna bring him down.
do it.
Working on it. Do it.
Oh, I didn't notice I got the ephemeral crap too. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
You got 15.
Yeah, that was...
The next one.
I'm sorry, El Goldo. I didn't mean to disappoint you like that. I feel like such a disappointment.
Disappointing.
Disappointed! Ooh, a present. Yes, please. Ooh, what do I got? What do I get? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna get solar enhancement.
Class.
How am I doing on the thinger? Oh, look, I stepped on 2. Oops.
Oh, guess what? I did.
All right. 31 out of 40 for the gifts. And 42 out of 50 for the pathways. Yeah, this is making a difference.
Nice and easy.
You take your time.
I'm sorry. Just
No, you
jamming
you
my
take your
pants there.
time.
Let me finish this and then
That'll be your ending.
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it probably won't be too long after this run that'll be my ending as well. For it is late.
Once the confluence has been cleared of opposition and our linked
Work
grow established,
stupid.
do you plan to keep it
Work
open?
is dumb.
No. It presents too much of a constant threat. Without a stable
God.
guardian,
Oh, there's a guy.
Corsairs
There's a
and
guy.
paladins
Yep,
would
yep.
be overwhelmed.
Got him.
So Petra would agree.
I got one, finally!
Contempt of remains.
Oh God!
She grows tired.
Whoa!
There is a limit to all things.
Oh my God!
Even those without end.
Oh, no, no, no! And it was the freaking trap. I dodged everything, and it was the trap that got me. Stupid trap. Stupid, smelly, dumb trap. Thanks, El Goldo. He's like turning into like the clutch player after all these insults I made at him. You're dumb.
He hears you.
Yeah, exactly. He's in my stream. Son of a bitch, now I've turned into the dumb. Oh my God. I'm actually here from Bungie HQ. You guys are getting through too quick. I'm here to fix that problem. Oh my God, the dum-dums. Why be so stupid? Hey, he got it.
All the things. There you go.
He got the things.
What?
Ah, I'm not the only dum-dum.
I was so high above that.
There's the problem. Don't be so high. It's a game of skill.
Apparently I gotta jump on the other side. I tried to dodge the rock thing. That was dumb. Well, we wasted all the extra spare lives we just got.
Right? Here, have freaking. Go. I'm going downstairs. Yay! Good God, I felt like so dumb. So dumb. Like you daren't even know. Man, let's refresh this page. How am I
Oh,
doing on
come
the free
on.
reds?
I got the red, but I got myself killed too.
Dope.
That was smart. Oh, I
Ah!
went to the...
Oh God.
Oh,
Because I'm in Narnia. There we go. That made me feel good. Oh wait, that's purple. I have purple.
You'll need Soul Device's signatures to pick those locks.
Pew pew pew! Oh God, leave me alone. Satisfying. I'm gonna hug a green ball at you. What are you doing? I just want to kill stuff with my kinetic weapon. That's all I want in life. Is that too much to ask?
yeah, I got a tether up. You're not gonna be able to do that for a bit.
Oh my God, they all didn't like me.
My God, no, they didn't.
They are all like, hey, you, down front, you smell bad. Questionable life choices.
Oh, that hurts.
Hey, look at you. You know what? I can hit back. See? Yeah, it doesn't feel so good, does it? No, it does not. Questionable life choices, my ace. Here, my whole job is to give you guys head lasers. Enjoy your head lasers. Hey, thanks, Goldu. You know what? You may have been wrong about this guy. I knew he was awesome from the start, but, you know.
Wait. He's a warlock? Where's the well been this entire time?
Right, he's like, now you have finally done something to deserve my well. I want those.
He's had plenty of chances to. I'm not.
Big eyeball guy. Everybody loves big eyeball guy. Have a hammer to the head. Don't launch me off. I want. Aw. He eyeballed me off the platform, so I couldn't kill him in the end. Oh, I genuinely thought that was the second one.
Yeah, same.
I think we're that good. We're getting super extra bonus levels that we didn't even know existed.
What did we do?
Thought we did.
We did go through 2 of them. Whatever. Fine.
I know I don't. I don't know how to play this
Here.
game. I just press buttons and magic happens.
Oh, we already had the box open.
Alien and his magic box. Just making a mess in this room?
Yeah.
Disgusting. Oh, there's the
Hey,
yeet
at
box.
least it wasn't open. It was not out in the public. In a confined
I want
room.
this one. That's the secret one that only I know about.
Jeez. Just got so many extra lives.
Right? Yo, dog, I heard you like extra lives.
That's great. 121 points.
Now we're doing okay. Here we go. Rallied. I think this is the one, the small room with the, yeah.
Yeah.
Things I do for freaking
These fake.
seasonal objectives.
Definitely not.
Hey, you. Hey, purple guts, I got you. Okay, there's a head laser down. Ah, it's spooky over here.
Yeah, there you go.
It's spooky out there. Oh, okay. I want a head laser. I want to be cool. I'm gonna shoot you in the juice box. Ow, 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 ow. This thing doesn't work. It's defective. Ah, shit. I'm gonna go hide over here. You bastard people. Get out of here, robo guys. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm living the dream. Leroy Jenkins. Woo! Your fire means nothing. Your fire's like Capri Sun. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I almost made it.
They came around the corner.
They did.
Oh.
Oh, El Goldo. El Goldo.
Oh no, what has he done?
No, he's fine. He saved me. He was so brave. He's the bravest. Oh. Get the hell away from me, supplicants.
They cannot. What
Reload.
is a supplicant?
Yeah, I'm a supplicant, sir. You a Mexican or a Mexican? Mexican. I like how he and I have the same idea for murder. It's like, wait, here's an idea. What if we just machine gun him until he cries? Where'd he go? Jimothy, where did you go?
Oh my god. I found him!
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. It's scary out there. I'm getting fourth cycle vibes. Is this 3 or 4?
I think this is 4, maybe. It feels like.
All right, buddy. It feels like it's supposed to be 3, but I mean, this feels like 4 level owies. Oh God, leave me alone, leave me alone! It's scary over there, don't go out there. Ah, he's following me! Oh, they're all following me!
He's almost dead.
2 headless wonders. Excellent. Okay. Alright. I did it! I totally shot the last time after the fact. Yep, that's what happened. Woo!
I'm gonna laugh when we get to flat this.
Right? I will laugh happily. Silence should be deafening. I want helmet. Bow is dumb because I've already got the bow. I found an he found an ascendant ally. Good for him. Okay. Scorched solar damage. Okay, this has to be 4. This feels like 4.
This is 4.
13 revives. 4th turn. Let's go!
Alright. My other explosive gunning out. They spreading some scorchy damage, hopefully. Alright.
Here we go. Very excited. Scorching Wish.
We're at 33 minutes. There's no way this is 4th.
This is 4th. This is definitely 4th.
No way.
Yeah.
The other ones took so long.
I mean, we did have a handicap.
Sorry, I'll untie my shoes.
I mean, at this rate, I'm starting to feel like the handicap, which is legit.
I'm a little confused by this guy because at the very beginning it was very questionable.
Right?
Now it's like, you're doing fine. Oh, you got a guy behind
Just
you.
another war on the home front. But not, I think, an eternal one.
Nice revive.
No, my queen. This one has an ending.
Time to die, a bad person.
Oh my. Nice. Well then.
And we didn't trigger the trap on that one. That was nice.
Uh-uh.
Hey, bad man.
Yeah, these are definitely, they hurt.
Oh, ow.
I know it's not don't recommend. But not returns. It's rolling.
There you go. Good job.
He's right.
I got faith in you, El Goldo. Got a present.
Ochi Bear.
Ochi Bear. Oh, that reminds me. The Temple of Snooze is now active because it has a little explorer. A little
Ochi came in
snoozy
as well.
explorer.
He was like, I don't want to hang with Teddy.
Well, my little boy, who I don't want to say the name of, for invoking his name will awaken him. He has been joining me on my my runs and or my walks. Let's be honest, I'm not doing runs. My knees would be destroyed. But yeah, so he's tuckered out because we've started working out again. Yeah,
He like,
awesome.
I-
I'm glad you're here, Risuke. Hope you're
This is the one-
enjoying the
this is
watch.
one with the cat.
Yep, right over there. Right over in that one.
I want the kitty. I like kitties.
Or not that one. It's the one right past it. The one with the obelisk, the little stone obelisk.
Okay, perfect. I was hoping.
Tired of your shenanigans. Woo! Time to die, a bad man. satisfying. Coiling it up. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Things
Rude.
hurt a lot.
So many things hurt so many ways. Hey, thanks, buddy. Oh, thank you. Alright, 73%. We're almost there. You son of a bitch. Let me kill you with my kinetic gun. My kinetic gun hungers.
Here comes the big guys.
Yes. Feed me. Feed me with your weapons. Unidential. So much power. Too much. Unimaginable.
Alright, I'll take the blows.
Times 3. Let's go. That's one. Times 2. Ow.
15 seconds.
Yep.
I'll take this one.
There, it popped it. Hell yeah! Booyah!
Alright, I'll take
There
it.
you go. And then it's right over on that little... Yep, right over there.
That far one? Okay.
Yep, I can even see him from there. Right there.
How do I get there?
Just jump over.
Straight?
Well, there, you can also jump from that thing right there.
Oh, I can do it this way.
Yeah. Meow.
Behold the power of the Neko!
Meow.
It destroys worlds.
All right. I've become Kitty, destroyer of Mew. Hello. Hello. Kitties of the world.
Not all the kitties. I got some, the ones in this, I think.
Ah.
It's actually pretty good.
Revive token. Beautiful. That's fantastic. Because I think this is the
Oh my
last
God.
neck.
Pretty good flat.
Gross. But I got it.
You gotta wipe yourself off. You got some
I got some green goo on me. Ew.
I think this.
Look, I'm doing a Zelda. I'm shooting pots. By the way, I'm doing a Zelda as in the game. The character's name is Link. I know. I know.
He knows, guys.
I know. Zelda's the one with the green pants and the funny hat, right? Alright, this should be the boss with 20 revives. Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
So you finish this, and then we get another platinum.
That's right.
That's 2 platinum. Did they make this platinum?
They did. They did. Not like you know, like night and day, but pretty like night and late evening.
Pretty. I was gonna say because of taking out the.
That actually helped too.
What was
But they changed the point values for the end. They didn't change damage values though, but togetherness already makes a huge difference.
huge
Yeah. You bastard! Don't launch me. I'll launch you. I can't, but I would do it if I could. Ooh, look at you, fancy man. Like, allow me, monsieur. Monsieur Monsieur. Ha ha! It's you, for me. Game's for you. Yeah, I think he's got a super well build.
Oh, I mean, I got my 6.
I'm pretty close.
Oh. This is like the only challenge.
There we go. There's 2 of them. Ooh, that'll work.
3 actually.
Nice. Okay, there's the well eater.
Eat the dickiest of dicks. Get him.
Aw, I lost all my powers. Come here, you. Rude. Oh, stripes. Bonk. Power of bonk, man. Another well out.
Take care of all of these. Necessary adding, I guess.
All the non-essential workers.
Yeah. You're not essential. Yeah.
That's right. This is a darkness quarantine. Don't you know that? Non-essentials go home.
You start this one.
I never checked. That's a good question. Stop throwing me. You're mean. Stop it! There. Eat that. Eat a freaking grenade. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. Yeah, you're not alive anymore. Haha, discouraging words. I'm gonna take that though. I'm gonna leave. I'm going over here. Da na 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 na.
We should have known it was a gift.
Meditation powers.
She was always going to take back eventually. Next time around, we'll just have to build a home for
Yeah,
ourselves.
he was confused, I think.
I did my best to confuse the hell out of him. I want that one. And I want that one. And I want that one. And I want this one.
Oh, each one of them. Okay, that's cool.
And this one. But mostly I want this one. No, I can't have it. Why not?
I was wondering
You-
why we can't do that.
Oh. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, I think we can only pick one of the 2 that have a symbol on it, but I picked the right symbol. Okay, I'm going to give you commendations. It's time to commend you. You were thoughtful, and you were
Jesus Christ, look at your
your
score.
best dressed. What was my score?
98.
Whee! I
You
went
had more than-
burr!
Like, you had majority there. What's driving the score? Is it just straight kills? Or?
No, I'm picking up all the bits. I'm just running up to the jars and popping them.
That's fine. Yeah, I care.
See, what this isn't showing is that I'm particularly skilled. It's showing I'm a fucking thief.
Here and there, just kidding. I mean, what's really showing here is the 160 orbs. That
Yeah, you were
guys
pooping
are
orbs
just
like
not-
crazy.
Not making.
That's true. Like if you combine both of our orbs, still not enough
I
orbs.
still made more. Every time.
We're lacking in the orb department. What does that put me
Oh.
at? How close am I? I gotta be getting there. I gotta be getting
okay.
there.
Because you got so many.
Ooh, 46 out of 50 and 33 out of 40.
Oh,
So
I did
one
it.
more full coil and I'll be done with the number of pathways.
Nice.
And then I got a lot more crap to do on the tier 2, tier 3 dragons gifts.
Guess
but
you
they're
got
getting
the-
there.
I got the triumph.
Hey! Congratulations. The seasonal or the moments of triumph?
The moments of triumph.
Nice.
I wasn't even. Since I was only one away from him, like, I might as well get it. Well, doing that last one got me the
Right?
number of chests that I needed. So.
Heck yeah. Way to go,
it's
man.
Freaking easy.
I'm so proud of you. Am I all decked out in mine? I can't even remember what I picked. No, I've got Deadeye. I've got to fix that. There we go. Now I'm an MMXXIII guy. Yeah.
You're the guy.
Yeah.
Guy.
So this is basically the seasonal the Moments of Triumph thing. So every year they have a Moments of Triumph title, and it's basically a bunch of crap from that year's worth of content that you can unlock. And as long as you get 26 out of 30 of them, you get the title. And what is it, like 10 of them, and then you can get the T-shirt?
Yeah, it's pretty easy with the T-shirt.
Yeah. But look at all the
T-shirt's
stuff
pretty
we've
nice.
done this year. We've done so much. You could tell because there's yellow bars on my thing, and that means I've done so much.
All the things.
All the things.
That is it for me tonight. But
Fair.
That was fun.
That was
Plenty
very
of
fun.
Stuff. Jesus criminy.
We got
Two-
so much done.
Three runs, almost 3 full platinum runs. But
Yeah.
the second 2 full platinum runs.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
That is pretty nuts. That is giant piles of coconuts.
Coconuts.
Well, congrats,
All
man.
right. Yeah, thank you for letting me join you for the fun and for being the conductor here and keeping us on tracks.
Absolutely. It's always a blast.
I will catch you again. Probably I'll probably be on again doing some more of this nonsense because gonna finish it up and then hopefully check this off until the next things come up.
Yep. Guardian Games is I think it's later this month, but like a few weeks out. So got some time.
Okay.
Or is it next month? Whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds good, man.
It's February technically for me at least.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember if it's February or March that they do Guardian Games. I think it's March actually, so we
I
might
think
have
it
a
is
month off.
March. We
Yeah.
still have a while before we have to come back for it.
We still got Smarch between now and then, so yeah.
All right. Well,
Cool.
Catch you later.
See you, man. Boy. Yeah. That was a good time. I got so much done. And I had all of you here to hang out with me. Thanks for doing that. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I had fun. It sounded like Alien had fun. Despite the way it sounded, I am pretty sure Briku also had fun. Not fully sure, though. But yeah, it is getting late o'clock here. The dog and I still have to go out, and then, I don't know what this is, like, scurry off to bed, I think. That's a good one, scurry. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling and keeping me company and asking awesome questions and still being here too. I appreciate that. I will be back on, today is Wednesday. Yeah, this week has just been a blur. I will be back on Friday. I will probably be playing some Enshrouded. Yeah, and it's going to be a good freaking time. Yeah. Well, until then, thanks for hanging out. I will talk to you all soon. Have a good night. Bye.